All right. How's it going, guys? We got apology review time, Mudahar, and actually one other today because we have something else interesting. But how's it going? Be sure to like the video. As SBI says, average Mudu vid. Hello, guys and gals. This is Mudahar, and today starts laughing uncontrollably for 50 minutes straight. So now that's all for now. If you liked it, like the video. Dislike it if you didn't, and I'm out. Let's see if that's true. Let's see if that's true.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and it's safe to say it's been a pretty wild week.
All right, this is pretty accurate so far. How much Mudahar have you watched? All right, how does he end it? Does he end it like that?
People signed that one petition about repealing the Online Safety Act, and the government basically told you to get fucked. Like, that's basically the whole story. So yeah, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it.
That's a pretty accurate SPI. How much Mudahar have you watched? All right, so the plan for tonight. I've been very busy. Because, as you know, I've been working on my other channel, Internet Historian, releasing another video for the first time in a year. But anyway, Mudahar has broken his silence after 1 week in his. I don't know he just does anything for these thumbnails. We've got some Mudahar. Then we have some interesting apologies from Harmful Opinions, and also Mudahar's gay cheating scandal updates and corrections. What the hell? We got some women hate today. As you know, I hate women. And this woman got a lot of drama. She got a lot of shit. We're going to look at this. There's also some Rekieta news. Rekieta's like shoveling shit or something. We're going to check that out. And we'll see what we got time. This came up on my thing. I haven't seen this yet. But a furry is very angry about AI controls. We're going to check this out, I think, as well. But we'll get into the Mudahar stuff first. How's it going on Civil Law? Hope you're doing well. All right, so I'm just going to let the video play. I'll be pausing, obviously, until we get to his apology. And I think, as apologies go, this is pretty fine. It's pretty okay. I think he's done like the best that he could do given the situation. It doesn't mean that the stuff that he did was cringe, pretending to be an engineer, but he kind of nails all the points of what you want from a really good apology, which is just to say, yeah, okay, it happened, moving on, and then just go on with the rest of your content. So only about 2 minutes of this is actually the apology part, which is kind of there's no ukulele. I think if I ever do an apology, I'm going to order a ukulele. That's why it's going to be late. There is some problems with this apology, mostly because it's just so late, because he was seething for an entire week. Like if he'd come out and done this straight away, and it'd be just like this, it would have been absolutely fine, and he wouldn't have got a lot of shit from a lot of people. But let's get into it. Let's see what he says. And he starts off talking about the changes to the online safety stuff, so that the UK people have to like log in to a government ID to get their Discord licenses or something. But we'll start with that, and we'll go from there.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and it's safe to say it's been a pretty wild week. You know, I was looking at YouTube apparently rolling out an AI to verify if we are actually under or...
I'm going to make this a bit faster as well. Now, this is pretty crazy, actually. But again, like this is fairly surface level takes from Mudahar. I mean, that's fair. I mean, you can just like read or watch what other people say and then kind of repeat it and make a big game of that in YouTube. But the interesting thing here is that the AI actually watches what you're watching and then determines whether or not you're an adult or not. So if you say you're 18 or you've got an ancient account, like a legacy account that claims that you are 18, and then it sees you watching a bunch of Roblox shit, it puts you into either the children category or the hard drive check category, which is kind of crazy, really, when you think about it. Like, there's a whole bunch of people out there who just watch Minecraft and Roblox videos all day that they're adults, allegedly. And they're about to be checked by the government, essentially, which is kind of crazy.
Over the age of 18. You know, when it comes to the internet, ladies and gentlemen, the past 7 days has really shown me that there's a lot that's changing. There's going to be a lot more showing your identification to access every part of the internet. That free, anonymous space that many people crave and love, that is slowly but surely dying out. Now, of course...
Yeah, this is the reality, and I think this is pretty much where the internet's going to go. And the question is, are we going to get N-word and amnesty? That's, I think, the question on everybody's mind. Look, everyone's dropped a couple M-bombs in their time, anonymously, but now that our online IDs are eventually going to be brought into light and we're all going to be posting on Real ID or some shit, are they going to give us amnesty for all of that? Because, like, it was anonymous. We never knew it would come out. I feel like we need to at least get amnesty for everything prior to 2025, and they should just call this the N-word Pass Act.
course, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to look at YouTube here, where they were saying that starting August 13, 2025, so actually not that much time left, they'll be rolling out an age estimation model to determine if a US user is under the age of 18. So this will happen regardless of the birth date you've entered. And I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube accounts that are 99 years old, because I'm sure plenty of the young ones definitely set their age to 1900 when they were making their account, as many people back in the day did. So the model uses a variety of signals like YouTube activity and longevity of the account. If we determine you're under 18, you'll be notified. As always, you have the option to verify your age, and they ask you by giving a government ID, a selfie, or, God bless, a credit card. So they actually...
Now, this has actually already been, well, maybe not this AI, but like the government ID, the selfie, or the credit card stuff has already been implemented in several countries. And the very funny story is that people have been using Gary's mod to get past this. Let me see if I can find this. Gary mod, age ID. This is very, very funny, actually. I just want to get the picture of the face. It's basically like this, because what they do is they make you do the shuffle, where it's like, tilt your head to the side, open your mouth, wave at the camera. And people have been getting Gary's mod to do that for them, to verify their ID. So it's very funny, but how long can it last? We don't know. We don't know. Oh, man. If anyone gets one of these, be sure to tell me. I mean, not if you're an actual child. If you're an adult and the system flags you as a child, please tell me so I can put you on my watch list. Or just have a bit of a joke about your expense, you know? Because I'm kind of curious, like, how many false positives is this going to actually bring up?
Actually gave all the smorgasbord of verification options.
Oh, also, I should mention, after you finish liking this stream is sponsored by milk in a bag. I don't actually, like, hold on a second. There we go. Look, we got milk, classic Korean milk crackers. I don't know. If we hit the goal, I might eat some on stream. Maybe not. I'm going to eat them tonight regardless, but I won't show you eating them. And out of camera, he's out of focus again. Very frustrating. This is what Mudahar's greatest crime is actually, is that he claims that he's a video engineer or an editor or some shit, but he can't seem to figure out the autofocus on his camera.
So basically, if they determine a user is under 18, then the...
Oh, actually, sorry. We're gonna keep pausing and interrupting the flow of conversation because I forgot the Dragon's Treasure is he's doing like an August special. He's trying to try and make August his biggest month yet. So if you've been wanting to try the Dragon's Treasure, now's the time. Now's the time. Use code COPE. Make August the best month for the Dragon's Treasure ever. I think he's trying to beat $20,000 in sales. Come on, help a man out. He's got cats to feed. Okay, get some delicious coffee, soap, and tea, I suppose, as well. TheDragonsTreasure.com, code COPE. And at some point, I'll post that on Twitter as well.
Now it becomes a teen account on YouTube, meaning that you get non-personalized ads. So for a lot of people that do make children's content, prepare to see your income dip pretty successfully down on this platform.
Suffer, Minecraft people. I think that's what this furry guy is talking about. YouTube age control. Should I be worried? And it says I quit. And you've got this guy who's only got like 600 subscribers. This video only has 154 views. This is like one of those videos where, and it's hashtag furry VTuber YouTube. I have to see what's inside this video. This is one of those like, I don't know how to describe them, but it's like YouTube treasure finds, where it's like they send you a recommendation for a video that you've never seen before from a channel you've never seen before, but specifically from a small channel. Sometimes they're completely unhinged, but I want to see because I have my concerns. Is this guy concerned that he won't be able to make furry content for children? Because I think that maybe YouTube needs to do a bit more than put him on a list, but maybe we'll give him a chance. We'll see what it's like later.
Because you really do need the personalized ads to make good money. Enabled digital well-being tools by default, like taking a break, showing reminders about privacy when uploading a video, minimizing recommendations of videos that could be problematic if viewed in repetition. So again, YouTube responded even further here, and they said, hey, if I watch Pokemon, Minecraft, anime, Roblox, no, actually, that's for everyone. They're going to use an age estimation model that looks at a lot of deep things, where, again, it's not just as simple as, hey, I felt nostalgic, now YouTube's treating me like a kid. And of course,
well, that's what they say, but how often does what YouTube say and what YouTube actually does align? Like, why should we listen to the team YouTube? They've been ever so reputable in the past, right?
No one is required to provide their ID to use YouTube. If our age estimation model determines you're under 18, you'll be notified. And if you believe it's incorrect, you have the option then to provide your ID, selfie, or a credit card.
I mean, like, what a fucking stupid statement, though. Like, is YouTube going to start requiring ID? No, you're not required to use ID for YouTube. But if you want to watch the content that isn't just Minecraft and Pokemon, then yes, you're required to submit your ID to YouTube. What an absolute nightmare.
Yes, there is going to be age estimation coming, at least in the United States. And I can only imagine this will hit the entire world. Now, YouTube's pretty much engineered, I would say, in their mind, it's...
He said the word, okay? He said the word, yeah! And actually, to be fair, I feel like leading into it is the right way to... Like, this is where the apology review starts to begin. So he's leaning into the joke like we engineered a response because, as Harmful Opinions was pointing out, engineer was blocked in his... It was word filtered in his chat. Now, there was a guy, the guy that does like the, he's done, it's over, there's more. He was doing it for Pirate Software. That guy's testing out a theory, I think, whether if there's a certain word that is just spammed a lot is auto-filtered, and I think he's using it for milk. But I think it's actually just engagement bait. Like, it's like, guys, I think that YouTube is auto-word filtering the word milk, okay? So spam milk in the chat, and we'll see if YouTube starts filtering it. I'm not sure if it's actually like that or not, but the story goes that Mudahar word filtered engineer in his comments because he was getting so much shit for being allegedly not an engineer after claiming it for so long. But people found a way to engineer a way around it by using ED or S, things like that. Now, so Mudahar's he looks very sad. He's like, his smile and optimism gone. So, but yeah, I think like leaning into this is kind of the right move. And actually, I've seen a lot of leaning into things recently. We saw, what's that guy? Charlie Kirk leaning into the South Park, making his face like Cartman. Then they've also got JD Vance is now doing, well, he hasn't changed his profile picture, but JD Vance is responding to South Park tweets as well. And actually, Pirate Software as well. There's like a Pirate Software, not from South Park, but there was a Pirate Software like Junji Ito, Ouroboros / Uzumaki style video from Meat Canyon. And let me just see Pirate Software. And he did that as well. Oh, he changed it back. Oh, okay, the coward, he changed it back. Pirate Software temporarily changed his profile picture to the spooky Meat Canyon picture. But I guess it only lasted a day or two. Maybe he actually watched the video and realized it wasn't positive. Who can say?
Seems a pretty foolproof way of isolating kitties from adults. Now, I use the E word over there, and I want to just start talking a little bit. I know there's been some drama, and I want to kind of address things here really quickly. So, obviously, I have been calling myself an engineer, in some cases a programmer, a cybersecurity engineer, whatever you can call it. And, I apparently have also been a dropout, which I don't hide. Now,
I mean, this is true. He did say he was a dropout. And, again, for like things like computer engineering or computer programming, whatever you want to call it, I really don't care if people are dropouts. I feel like there are some professions where I prefer people to not go to university because I know that they have me wasting 4 years doing their basket weaving modules or whatever. A lot of the trades are like that. I think that computers especially, because computers are just one of those things you can teach yourself. Sometimes. I mean, not everyone can teach themselves, but most people can. There are some things like, obviously, like, I want my doctor to go to university. I want my... I don't know, like aeronautical engineers, they need to go to university. But like for computer programming and stuff, like I'm fine with dropouts doing that. In fact, I feel like that's kind of like the norm for a lot of people that are successful in those industries.
Obviously, me being a dropout, I don't have a degree, so I'm not a certified or licensed engineer. Now, I made a lot of videos.
So he admits it. Okay, first off, this is doing very well so far.
Where I've taught you guys about computer safety, cybersecurity, a lot of this stuff, and I think that content stands up on its own. And I believe it actually can be used, and people have learned from it, and I think that's great. Now, if you feel offended, if you feel wronged that I called myself an engineer while not being a degree-holding engineer, then for that, I do apologize. And I will denigrate myself to, I guess, programmer or a fat Indian guy that knows a bit about computers. That's what I'll leave it at. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Now, again, if you want to stick around, awesome. If you still feel wronged and this does not suffice for you, then I don't really give a fuck. Simple as that. Now, again, that being said, if anything else comes out of this, whether there be some legal stuff, then I'll just let lawyers handle it and we'll call it at that. But that being said, I want to move forward, and that's pretty much...
All right. How do we rate this apology? Now, apparently this is very similar to his Switch 2 apology, but I have not actually seen that. But I feel like this is about as well as you could do. Like, short of actually coming out and going to get your degree to prove that you're an engineer, saying like, I fucked up. Yeah, I misrepresented myself. I'm not going to address it, and we're going to let the lawyers deal with it if there's anything, and I'm going to move forward. I feel like that's as good as you can do. I'm not saying it's amazing, guys. Like, when you rate his apology, okay, I see it for people like 4 out of 10, 0 out of 5. When you rate his apology, you have to rate it on a scale of how good it could be, okay? Like, obviously, if he wasn't engineering, he was hiding it for an entire week, that would have been very funny. But, like, in this sort of situation, how much better could you make it? I really don't see how. I feel like this just, like, he's like, you know what, I'm just moving on. I'm just moving on with my grift. I feel like that's the correct move. Like, what else can you do? He is yet to apologize for being a call center scammer. Maybe that's where he was all week. Now, again, the speed of this is disappointing and embarrassing. If he'd just done this day one, like the very second that Nick Andros' video came out, he just says like, yeah, like, you know what? Because he did take a week off. The man is like, he used to be doing a video every single day. And I believe he lost about 10,000 subscribers from this. But this like some guy, Nick Andros, with like some very small YouTube channel, just like destroyed an entire week of his income. I think he like lost, like his average views for a month. Like he's getting like what 34 million over the last 3 months. So every month is about 10 million views. Hasn't really affected him that much just yet, but it looks like he's dipped down to about what, a third? That's a pretty big chunk of change that he's missing out on. What's this say? All right, we've got a super chat from Podlucky with a 222 checks. He says, he did not redeem Tsar, sorry. If he had a problem lying about his qualifications for 10 years to appear like an authority, what else is he lied about? Well, I mean, yeah, that could be a problem. But the question is, how are people affected by this? Like, did he actually sell products? And I don't know. Maybe he did. Did he mislead people? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if the solutions he gave actually worked, I feel like I'm very pragmatic in this sort of situation. But like I said, if this is a week late, and obviously he was shook, obviously this hurt him, and obviously he's very fragile, and that may be because he's gay. Wait, what? Allow YouTube to store data? No.
Say that content like this, many people would say that content like this is trash, worthless, petty drama. And in response, I would say simply, yes. A couple of years ago when I started living
now,
with
this is Harmful Opinions video. I'm going to like it. Mudahar gay cheating scandal. Updates and corrections in the description. So he uploaded this 21 hours ago. And I guess he went to bed. And then Mudahar released his response. But then he went back and he checked his sources. And he found out that he actually got some stuff wrong. Now, is Muda gay? It seems like absolutely. Okay, that's not up for a debate. He talks about some very gay stuff. The thing he got wrong is that apparently this other guy, what was his name? Ryan was not the right guy in this thing. So let's check this out. And Harmful Opinions had been going pretty hard on Mudahar, like over the last couple of days. But because he got this one thing wrong, Harmful Opinions put out an apology video, and he said he's not going to be talking about Mudahar going forward ever, unless it's something like super, super crazy. Yeah, he's like, the last 5 videos have been about Mudahar. So let's see. This is kind of interesting.
girlfriend. I also started watching the show she likes with her. Married at First Sight, Love Island, Love is Blind. And you know what? I got it. I understood the appeal. And I realized there's way more of this to be found online, unscripted. Now maybe that makes me gay, but still, certainly not as gay as Mutahar is. But we'll get to
I should have played that part first. Just that part, just that line. Okay, so let's check this out.
That shortly. And I'm not just saying, look at him, he's gay. Longtime viewer of the channel who I've met in real life and done nothing with, Hexathian, is also gay, and he's a valued member of the community. You might know him as the creator of the ultimate YouTuber gay sex chart. This is not homophobic content. This is in fact specifically...
Wait, pause, hold on. What is this? Can I find this? At last, the ultimate YouTuber gay sex chart. Okay, we gotta take a second to look. Oh, I found it straight away. Excellent. All right, we gotta take a look at this. All right, here it is. No, I don't want to open a new link. I want to open. Oh, Sean, I see Sean in the chat. Hey, Sean, you know this woman that you hated? We're gonna be talking about her later. The one that's afraid of guns. She's very butthurt today. We're gonna take a look at that later. All right, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at this. All right, well, okay, so we've got the top, bottom, sub, and dom. All right, we've got to see who the extreme cases are, right? Who the fuck is this? I don't know who this is. I don't know who these. That's the guy from Mythical Morning, right? Rhett or Link. They're basically the same person. I don't recognize any of these people on that. All right. This is Alex Jones. Alex Jones. We've got Sagan of Vakard. We've got Abroad in Japan. We've got Chunk Yogurt. This is a top. These are top DOMs apparently. Wait a second. Shadiversity. I don't think that Shadiversity's a top. He's always whining. He's definitely a bottom. He's definitely a bottom. This is that Justin Wang guy. I know nothing about Justin Wang. Like, Justin Wang is like the guy that's the most recognizable that I have no idea what he does. And I feel like everybody recognizes Justin Wang, but nobody knows what he actually does either. Who the hell made this up? It was made by Hex, Dranith Naturalist, Dumakuma. We're trying to find some people we know. Wait, Warski's on the list? Where? What? Wait, Warski's the ultimate bottom? The ultimate dominant bottom? Wait, what a minute? Wait, what? Keemstar a bottom? I could see that. I could see that. Muta is in the middle. Oh yeah, we got to find Muta. Destiny's near the middle too. We got to see how many people we can rate. We'll get back to the content in a second. Who's the guy in the right middle, like the very middle? Who's this guy? I don't know who that is. There's Logan Paul, Markiplier. We'll have a quick look through this. Not too long. We're not too interested in the ultimate gay list. We just want to hear about Mudahar. I haven't found Mudahar yet. That's that Jack Film guy. Wait, that's the Jewish guy. What is Ben Shapiro? He's the ultimate sub bottom? That makes sense. I could see that. You got Dim Fool down here. Who else? Is there anyone else good on this list? You missed Rekieta. Rekieta's on this list? Really? Where is he? I feel like I would have recognized him straight away. There's Chud Logic. I know that guy. There's the Quartering. Yeah, the Quartering is a sub. That makes sense. I could see that. I feel like anyone who spends their time whining on the internet needs to be in the sub category or the bottom category. So Shadiversity and needs to go over there. Go back to the scent. What? So what's that? Where's Rekieta? He's got to be a bottom, right? Surely he's a bottom. There's Louder with Crowder. I don't recognize most of these people. Rekieta in the center? No. Center left side? Oh, he is. Okay, there he is. So he's a top, but he's a sub. But he's like kind of like he's very close to being on the line. That makes sense. I could see that. I could see that. All right, that's interesting. All right, what a way to start a video. The ultimate gay YouTuber sex chat. I mean, this is just this guy's favorite YouTubers, I guess.
Gay sex chart. This is not homophobic content. This is in fact specifically for the gays. And he in particular was very excited to see this clip of Mutahar that I found.
Now, at the time I was in a relationship with another woman, right? And
when you say like with another woman, do you mean that you're a woman yourself? See, not only is he gay, he's also a woman. I think that YouTube actually... This video was taken down almost immediately for community guideline violations, but YouTube realized that it was homophobic and apologized to me. This one is for the homos. So for the homos out there, this is for you. Like Max Murrow, who says with 200 yen, Mudahar is not an engineer, but Josh is 100% a lawyer. Yeah, I guess so. And JB Behemoth says, welcome to YouTube status. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, what happened was me and my best friend Ryan, all right? We're talking best friend. I've known Ryan for years. We were so wasted that at some point in the night, me and Ryan started fucking making out for the hell of it. Like, we're talking tongue in mouth. We made out. We got real gay with each other for like 10 seconds. And I woke up on the couch.
His girlfriend at the...
That's not how you want to have your gay story. I just woke up. You know, ever seen that like family learning video, family learning channel video, where it's like the little is that rain? What the fuck? Hold on a second. Can you guys hear that? Rain? Holy shit. Just like bucketing down. Anyway, the family learning channel has a little ball of like lard or something, and it's just like saying, my anus is bleeding. That's how Mudahar's waking up, I suppose.
The time apparently wasn't very happy with this.
I was told the entire hour back when I was driving, she was so pissed at me last night.
He says last night, but he clearly...
I mean, yeah, if you make out with you have a bromance and you wake up with a bleeding anus, your girlfriend might be upset about that. I don't know why Mudahar had to. I mean, I don't know why Harmful Opinions has apologized for this. It seems like he's on the money so far.
He doesn't mean
not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying. He's Indian. He's gay. He's not an engineer.
Last night now. He's just wasted.
She was like, you cheated on me with your friend. And then she laughed at me. She's
Ryan, the man he cheated on his girlfriend at the time with, appears to be the YouTuber Nexpo. And that isn't the only...
All right, so that, I believe, is the Nexpo. I believe this is the incorrect statement that Harmful has made. We'll check out Harmful Opinions apology video next, and we'll see how it holds up to Mudahar's. Because I think this one's much better.
Time he's talked about kissing him and potentially doing more with him while drunk.
Hey, Ryan, can you please kiss Muda?
No.
Please.
I want to make out there.
Unless.
I'm drunk enough,
I
dude.
feel
I
like
won't
people
remember
should
this.
have to super chat for that kind of content.
Later on. Yeah. You have to do it all.
Why is it always the chicks that look exactly like this that are always pushing for the Yuri shit? You know what I mean? Like this chick absolutely owns a Yuri paddle and or the Yowie paddle or whatever the fuck it's called, and goes to conventions and tries to get people to kiss. You just know. She's like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if people super chatted so that people would start kissing? Just kidding, unless.
I'll suck his dick after, I'll let you know.
Perhaps he would even suck Ryan's dick. Maybe that even happened at his friend Kyle's wedding from the other story.
And you know how, like, the first thing you do is you, like, check your lips, like...
No?
Huh.
Wait, what? His lips are coming back like a glazed donut, and he's like, what do you mean by that? No, I don't know this. This is an unlisted video, by the way. This is funny. This is hilarious. Why did Harmful take this down?
Oh shit! I think I did something. And like I'm just like touching my lips, like this is a little fucking. It's like it felt like I had lip gloss on.
No. More like lip glaze, but okay.
Huh. I
What did
think
he
I
mean by-
fucked Ryan.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Like I said, this is for the gays. I think
It's
you
for the
should know that
gays.
if you have the hots for Muta, you're definitely in with a chance. After all, he doesn't regret this experience at all.
Dude, it wasn't even like I regretted it. Like it was fucking good. Looking guy.
It's just a little joke with a friend though, right? Haha, doesn't mean anything. Here's
It's
Muta.
like one of those 4chan like green texts where it's like, ha ha ha, me and my friend are driving down the road. I like start undoing his belt as a joke, he's laughing, and then it's just like the bro job copy pasta, basically. That's what's happened here.
Mutahar's take on that idea from when he was on the Kino Casino last year.
You're not
Kino
really joking
Casino.
when you're actually doing the degenerate thing, right?
Wait, we actually got like the jump scare. We got the Baldo jump scare. What is it? What some ordinary gamers learns about Nick Rekieta Law from the Kino Casino? Oh, look, there's Legal Vices. Megan Fox, Good Logic, Camelot, Dick Masterson, Runkle, Lauren Lumber, and the... But this is when Nick is, like, healthy. Justifies... Oh, this is when Nick was justifying his butt in bottlepick.mp4. We will be... There is some Rekieta news today. Apparently, Montegraph was in chat and Nick is shoveling shit. So we'll check that out eventually when we get to it.
It's like if you filmed like gay with your buddy. It's like, no, it's just a joke, bro. Like, you know, I'm not.
Dude,
or anything. I'm
balls in your mouth.
I'm just kicking him off a little bit, right? Like,
Wait, this is actually like the copy pasta. Mudahar was just like posting these copy pastas on main all this whole time, and nobody knew. Oh my goodness!
don't be weird about it.
And again, for the gays, I'm going to spill even more tea because I know you love that. It's entirely possible that Mutahar was cheating on a terminally ill woman with a man. So 2020 is when he's talking about.
I think this has been proved to be wrong as well. I think that's in the apology video. We'll look at the context, updates and corrections. Found older mentions of a possible Ryan that is seemingly not Nexpo. While it previously seemed apparent that this was Ryan being referred to, it is likely this other Ryan instead. Upon further checking, the 2019 wedding video is not Kyle, which has in fact occurred in 2017. So there's multiple men. There's many men online role-playing as women. MMORPGs. This means the ill girlfriend does not line up with the gay cheating story. Okay. This also makes it even less likely that Ryan in question was Nexpo. If he had checked the drunk stream clip more carefully, I would have also seen that Carl's wedding was not in New York. The info is actually there. The story of cheating on his girlfriend at Carl's wedding, of course, stands on its own as an amazing tale, but I should have taken more time to check before throwing this out there. With questions, I could have found the answer on my own. And stating that they are apparently a certain way when I didn't do the full due diligence. My unreserved apologies to Mudahar, Nexpo, and all the viewers. I botched this one. It's about ethics in gay story time reporting. That's what this is about.
This gay experience in flirting with Ryan. He says the actual makeout, or possibly more. He says he was blackout drunk and doesn't fully remember. He says this happened at his friend Kyle's wedding. It's hard to pin down when that happened. I can't find Kyle saying when it was, but I can find Mutahar saying he went to a wedding in 2019.
I was supposed to go to this New York wedding, and which I did, right?
Which is
this is from the stream called "What is Going On with Etika." Isn't that the guy that like offed himself?
Before he told us about his gay experience. I was going to check the Cult Camp podcast, which he did with Kyle, whose wedding he went to, for mentions of New York. But while a few days ago when I started looking into the guy, that channel existed, it has since been deleted. Possibly at Mutahar's instruction, because Kyle, the guy whose wedding Mutahar went to, has been defending him on Reddit.
Come on now. Yes, he was brown out drunk. Okay. Got him. Very good. Very funny. That's probably the funniest chat I've seen so far today. The rest of you need to work harder.
And telling people that he's talking to him, and Mutahar says he's not going to respond. I would argue personally, however, that deleting fucking everything is a response. And it forces me to speculate and ask you to clarify. Because to me, it looks like it probably was. In 2024, you described that wedding as having happened a few years ago.
This photo is actually from my buddy Kyle's wedding. All right, this happened like, I want to say, a few years ago.
All right, so that Reddit post was called, "Is there a law reason why the channel is called Some Ordinary Gamers?" Yes, because Mudahar has no qualification, and he's just some ordinary gamer. Holy shit. This rain is intense. What the fuck is happening here? Can you hear this? Maybe the noise cancelling's turned on. Hold on a second. Let me try and reduce. Okay. Can you guys hear the rain? It's crazy. It's like a monsoon out there. If my internet goes down again, that's not my fault. It's the rain's fault. It's God's fault, okay? Well, maybe I shouldn't say God's fault, but God's choice. God's plan. God's plan.
Photo is actually from my buddy Kyle's wedding. All right, this happened like, I want to say, a few years ago at this point too.
And we know it happened before that 2020 video, so I doubt it happened much longer before 2019. So I gotta ask, was that 2019 wedding Kyle's? Because if it was, I think I know who you were dating. In 2021, he had an interview with Dr. K where he talked about dating a woman who was terminally ill.
So I'm gonna jump a little bit here, okay? So what you can make sure of is that you don't fall in love with someone that acts of God can take away from you.
Right.
Why is this Dr. K guy, like, he's like in every terrible video that I see. Somehow he's connected to everything. You know how like Warski was there for like everything and it's very funny? It's like that. But with Dr. K, it's like every disaster, he's in there somewhere. He's in there with Boogie. He's in there with Mudahar. He's in there with Rekful. He's in there with everybody.
Lord knows I made that mistake. Yeah. They're still fine now. Don't worry. Like, they have a few more years to go.
Nah, don't worry, bro. It's chill. They're just going to croak next year.
Yeah. That mistake.
You know, it's a rare thing when I say something like that is like a hypothetical.
No, no. This person has a... Well...
This actually reminds me, you know, like plague doctors? Plague doctors were omens of death because the funny thing is about their garbs is, you know, they had the big bird mask and they had the big trench coat and they had like the spices inside the nose of the bird so they could get through the, get through the miasma of all the decay and rot and everything. But the thing is, like, their giant coats that they used to protect themselves from the bad smells and things actually carried fleas and spread the Black Plague around. So plague doctors absolutely were omens of death. And I feel like maybe that's what Dr. K is as well. Like every time he's just going on, he's inadvertently causing these things to happen.
I'll tell you, this person has a POTS, so it's tachycardia. It's really bad. They have a couple more syndromes regarding it, like long QT and everything of that nature. So for them, they have had to get like sinus node surgery modifications, like burning on their hearts and things like that.
This all makes sense, by the way. People with POTS get ablation done.
Doctors have told specialists who are trained in this field have started to, give up and sort of give like end of life. I have to be told about like what a DNR is, like a do not resuscitate order.
With all the issues she had, this girlfriend was apparently.
Now, until now, I thought DNR stood for do not redeem, but okay. Maybe that's a bit, is that too dark? Is that too dark? Saying that DNR instead of do not resuscitate is do not redeem? I don't know. I feel like some of you in the audience laughed, and you're right there with me. Okay, we're all going to hell together.
Apparently terminal. And when did he date her?
Can you tell me how old you were when you met this person?
I would say that I was 24. So about 3 years ago.
This makes sense
Right,
as well.
Daniel,
In earlier
Daniel says she has PTOS. So what was that? I wasn't too focused on the actual disease. What is it? Hope,
he talked about being single for over a year.
Guess
That's,
what?
pretty
You want to
shit,
know?
Daniel.
I've been single for fucking well over a year now.
And then a bit later that year, he talks about being in a relationship.
So are you
Imagine
single?
being single for 1 year. Oh my goodness, 1 year. Hold on. Let me just bring something up. What a nice. Oh no, we've offended the diddler. I remember you from last time. You're pretty funny. Like the 40-year-old virgin. Oh, what a crazy situation. Oh, the boomers thought this was such an unrealistic, insane situation. Like, this is such a whimsical movie idea. Nobody could possibly be a 40-year-old virgin. Everyone's gonna. Anyway, continuing.
Yes or no? No, I'm not single, Chai. I'm actually very well committed to somebody. So
Met her when he was 24, which he would have been from 2018 to 2019. Was single, but ended up dating someone in 2019 at some point. That's our girl. And if that 2019
Generous.
wedding was Kyle's, the one where you made out with Ryan or Nexon on YouTube. Oh boy. Mutahar, I'm going to add another question to the pile. Did you break up with a terminally ill woman because you're gay and cheated on her? It's just like my girlfriend's TV shows. Like, this is sub-trailer trash shit. Jeremy Kyle or Jerry Springer would hesitate to platform this. In the 2021 interview with Dr. K, he told us that up to that day, he'd still tell her that he wished things had been different.
Does she know?
Oh, that's brutal. You know what's like the new Jerry Springer is? It's like that, what's that guy's name? Caleb Hammer? Caleb Hammer, he's the guy that he does the financial audit stuff. So they've started doing this where they're doing the financial audit, but they've got the wife backstage or something, and she's listening, and they don't know that she's there, and then they'll just straight up confront him about it. It's literally like the new. He's like the chubby gay guy that does the financial audit. You've never seen this? You've never seen financial audit? It's like hold on. Here it is. Sorry, I searched for financial audit, and then it came back with do you need your audits? It's like, no. This guy, financial audit guy. Okay, he does these videos where he finds dumb people and he makes fun of them for not spending their money correctly. Someone finally walked off financial audit. 27-year-old with more debt than anyone should ever have. Financial. This one's pretty good actually.
My name is Rachel Justine, and I'm 20.
He just goes through and yells at them basically.
You should be giving that kind of advice to people if you can't even stop yourself from something as basic as spending.
But this is like the new Jerry Springer, for real. Anyway, we'll go back to here.
She means to you?
I tell her that. Yeah, I tell her that at the end of the day, I wish things could have been different, but
Mudahar. Probably clear this up, you might suggest. I've already emailed him about some stuff. I've been ignored. I'm not going to keep pestering him. That would be harassment. If he doesn't want to talk to me, that's fine. I'll just continue to ask these things publicly, because this is
Are we back? Oh my goodness. Tell me we're so back and that the stream chat is going crazy now. There we go. I think we're back. All right. How many people did we lose? Like 100 people or something? It happens. It keeps happening. I'm being set up by somebody. 2 more minutes to catch up. All right, we'll go back to this part. So we'll see. Yes, I'm being deported by the rain, apparently, again.
Things could have been different, but they're not.
What, you wish you were straight? It's okay to be gay, Mutahar. You should probably tell your wife, though. Why don't I just ask him and clear this up, you might suggest. I've already emailed him about some stuff. I've been ignored. I'm not going to keep pestering him. That would be harassment. If he doesn't want to talk to me, that's fine. I'll just continue to ask these things publicly, because this is all public media. By the way, if you think this is crazy digging, and at the same time you want to say Mutahar's credentials don't matter because he's taught you a lot and he knows his stuff, he's a cyber and information security expert, just self-taught. There's a problem, because finding everything I've shown you took me about an hour. If you put together all the time I've actually spent actively digging, it's about an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops.
This is actually the question thing that someone brought up in the chat. It's like, if he lied about this, what else did he lie about? And I suppose that's a good point to bring up. But then you'd have to be asking people, like, what has Mudahar actually represented in the past? And which of these things would be dangerous? Has he been shilling sponsorships? Has he been giving people advice on, like, stuff that's going to make them actually insecure? Well, well, you should use LastPass, and actually it's, like, corrupted or something like that. Because that would be the real test to see if Mudahar should have some sort of actual penalty, I think. Now, he was reported to the Engineers Society, whatever it is, because apparently in Canada, or specifically Ontario, I don't know. It's illegal to refer to yourself as an engineer if you have not got the accreditation. And a politician was actually, I don't want to say prosecuted, but he was threatened with a lawsuit, I think. But he agreed to apologize and also donate some money, I believe.
Been sitting here for a week systematically researching the guy. It's just spits and spurts of, what if I checked this? What if I checked that? If you didn't know you could do this, he hasn't taught you shit. You ever read Catch-22? If anything...
I have, and I hate that book. Catch-22 is the most pretentious slop I have ever read, okay? In fact, the reason I don't read anymore is because of Catch-22. Every other chapter, it's like a fuck the audience joke, and it insists upon itself. I'm not a fan of Catch-22.
I'm doing is wrong, then I'm right about him misrepresenting how good he is. And speaking of Catch-22s, there's a funny little wrinkle I haven't seen people talking about. The main drama is that he's called himself an engineer for 10 years, right? People want him to come out and apologize for saying that, or assert that he is or was an engineer. If he does that, though, that statement itself could be a title violation. Where he lives, licensing bodies have gone after people simply for saying they're an engineer publicly. In 2016, they charged...
This is the guy. That was this also another Indian?
Politician for saying he was an engineer.
What does it say? Mojad Mowadi and then Richard Hill? Did he change his name? Did he convert to like Islam or something? Like, what the fuck is this?
In a debate.
Hold on, I want to figure this out. What is it? What is this guy's story? What is it? Majid Jawadi? He's Iranian born. So he did have a second name. He's from Persia. Well, he's Persian. I guess Persia doesn't exist anymore, right? Oh, no, he's the member of parliament for Richard Hill. Okay, I see. Richard Hill is the place. That's really confusing. Okay, never mind. What Richmond Hill? This is a person's name. It's not a place name. I mean, I do come from a place where there's places called Victoria and Adelaide and Sydney, though. So I guess like there's just a bunch of female names in Australia. Never mind.
Charges were only dropped as a result of him agreeing to make a public apology and a donation. Ladies and gentlemen, do you understand how badly his hands are tied if he wants to defend himself? If he isn't and has never been licensed, he can't say he did engineering because he'd be in danger. That would be way worse than just saying he's an engineer. The guy from Ontario who claims to have an engineering background can't say he doesn't know all this, because that would prove he doesn't have a background in engineering. It's just...
This kind of aged very poorly because Mudahar just came up and said, yeah, I don't have it. And sorry, basically. And then he said, lawyers will handle it. Realistically, I think he's going to get away with it. He can't keep getting away with it, etc. But like, I don't see them coming after a YouTuber. Like, it'd be so... I mean, then again, engineers do seem like very pedantic people, so maybe.
Layer upon layer of trap after trap. Like, no shit he's not responding. And if he does, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
So that's why I went to engineering, and engineering worked out.
Did it, Muta? Anyway, I don't know. I just think that's neat. I think it's really funny. Hope you do too. Have a good day. Don't know.
All right, it would be funny. It would absolutely be funny. All right, so now let's check out the apology video from Harmful Opinions. So he uploaded this after the gay cheating scandal video, and he found out some more detail, which is actually impressive that he did his due diligence. Then he's like, you know what, guys, made some mistakes. Muta's still gay. He's still an engineer, but sorry or something. We're gonna see if we think that Muta's apology was better than Harmful's.
Is going to seem like a joke considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since this video is going to seem like a joke considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since Mudahar's response to recent drama, but I assure you it is absolutely not. I'd like to apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo, as well as you, the viewer. This video has not been prompted in any way by any third party. I just decided this evening to check for information in a couple places I didn't, and it turns out I screwed the pooch. I went full retard. I did exactly what I would tear someone else apart for. I got a few pieces that seemed like they fit together, and instead of continuing to check and make sure, I boldly threw what I had out there, and even laughed at other people, when this time, I'm the joke. A link to my previous video with corrections in the description can be found below, but I'll summarize the problems here to try my best to correct what I've done wrong. I shared a clip of Mutahar.
The thing is, like, so many people do this as well. Like, it's very honest of him to come out and say, like, yeah, I would absolutely make fun of people for doing this, but I did it too. And I basically he's just saying, like, I got in, I was enjoying all the hate train, but I got some stuff wrong, and now it's very embarrassing. So good for him for saying that. I think this is I like seeing this sort of honesty.
Talking about making out with his friend Ryan at his friend Kyle's wedding while he was in a relationship with a woman who was unhappy about that happening. I also shared a clip of Mutahar talking to Ryan about making out or potentially sucking his dick because he is so blackout drunk he won't remember it. Confirmation bias got the better of me. I went, okay, light bulb, that's the Ryan. However, having taken more time to look into it, which I should have before publishing a video, I no longer think that's clear and think there may be a different Ryan, who I found mentioned in older videos. Additionally, I said I suspected Kyle's wedding where this gay cheating occurred was a 2019 wedding that Mutahar had mentioned in a video. This is absolutely not the case, and Kyle's wedding occurred in 2017, further supporting the idea that the Ryan Mutahar made out with while having a girlfriend may not have been Nexpo, unless Mutahar knew him somehow before he started doing YouTube, which I haven't seen to be the case.
I mean, the thing is, like, Harmful was correct, though, that Muta was gay cheating on his girlfriend. He just got some of the details and the characters wrong. The essence of it is still there, just like the essence was still on Mudahar's lips, and that's why I had to check them for that lip gloss feel.
Additionally, I showed a clip of Mutahar talking to Dr. K about a girlfriend he'd had who was supposedly terminally ill, having end-of-life care with serious heart conditions. I suggested this could have been the girlfriend he had at the time of Kyle's wedding, but now that I've found that details of Kyle's wedding actually are online, and it was in 2017, that must be incorrect. An absolute embarrassment. I don't know what I was doing not putting in the time I needed to, and I again apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo. I'm not sure how likely it is that either of you will see this, and I don't expect forgiveness given how intensely I went at and have been going at Mutahar, but I am genuinely ashamed of my lack of due diligence in this instance. Of course, actions speak louder than words. To demonstrate my remorse and my understanding of how badly I've failed here, not just with regard to the two public figures I've wronged, but also my duty to you, the audience, I will not be covering any further developments in this or anything to do with Some Ordinary Gamers beyond looking at other people's coverage on stream, because given my terrible performance in that previous video, I don't think it's reasonable to expect anyone to trust me when I publish original coverage.
I mean, I don't agree with that, though. Like, I think that you can get a couple things wrong, sure. Everybody gets details wrong from time to time. I feel like Harmful's being very, he's being very strict on himself here. Like, he did some very good reporting for the first 5 videos. Well, I guess it's the first 4 videos. This is the 5th video, and the 6th video is unlisted. I mean, he got like a lot of stuff right. He just maybe he had a bit too much fun. He jumped the gun, and he was too involved in his girlfriend's gay drama shows that he wanted to do something similar on the internet. See, it's a little. I feel like this is a little bit melodramatic. Yeah, a little bit.
It's good to check things.
Now, some people are suggesting that Big Gay approached him and said, like, you better take down that video, or we're gonna yeet you into the river, sir. Some people are saying that he's doing this, he's posting this under duress, but I'm not sure about that.
Yourself, and you shouldn't trust blindly, but that's not the reality of how people watch YouTube. Trust is a major factor. I've been presenting myself in a way that I simply didn't live up to in that last video, and when someone pretends to be something they're not, it would be ridiculous and wrong just to expect everyone to overlook that. Should something worth talking about come up in future, it will have to be after I believe I've earned the right to expect your trust back. I will make no defense of my mistakes. There is no defense. It was simply wrong not to take the time I should have. I was cocky, aggressive, arrogant, and negligent. I deserve all of the mockery I directed at Mutahar in that last video, and more. And while I stand behind the videos before the last one, they cannot be weighed against these mistakes. You cannot say, sorry I did something wrong, but look at all this good I did. Good behavior doesn't buy you the right to do something wrong now and then, as a treat. If anything, it only makes...
I mean, you're not, yeah, like, you don't get to have a little bit of lying as a treat if you do a lot of good stuff. But I feel like people are judged overall on their entire body of work. And if people get like 9 things right and 1 thing wrong, I think most people are pretty understanding of that. Now, if you're like some sort of like international journalist or something, working for like a big network, then yeah, your reputation is everything, and a single wrong story can tank your career or destroy it. I mean, there's even books written about this. I think that's the actual theme of The Girl in the Dragon Tattoo, right? Like there's a journalist and he gets 1 thing wrong and he gets sued for defamation. But I feel like on YouTube, and especially when you talk about like drama and stuff, like I feel like you can make a couple mistakes, not as a treat, but you do get a bit of leeway from here and again. You know what I mean? Everybody gets a few details wrong, you know.
Worse, because it means there's a bunch of stuff that's worthwhile that your mistake undermines people's ability to trust and want to engage with. I present myself as competent and having an eye for detail. I talk as if I'm better than those I'm covering, but in that last video, that was absolutely not the case. It might come across as weird that I'm saying so much, and I'm not trying to self-flagellate or something, but if I don't make it...
Look. Yeah, it's true that if you build 1,000 bridges and suck 1 dick, you're not a bridge builder, you're a dick sucker. But that's not what happened here, okay? He's not building bridges. He's making YouTube videos laughing at a guy who pretended to be an engineer. Like, the stakes are very low here, okay?
Clear that I know everything I have to be sorry for. Why on earth would you believe I'm sorry at all? Not to say it's merely about convincing you. In fact, I'm sure many of you do not care either way. You just like a video that'll give you a laugh. But it's not about you feeling offended or feeling wronged. It's about what I did being wrong. I am sorry for what I did wrong. And once again, I apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo.
Some people are saying this is like a joke and it's all, what is it? You're missing the point of it. This is a joke. It's called satire. He did this because of Mutahar. He only spent 40 seconds on the apology. Then he went on, switched his apology. He spent 15 minutes. So this is a joke. I don't know, maybe. I don't think so. I feel like he's just actually takes himself very seriously and like has a lot of pride in his research. I mean, there are people like that with like very, very strict, very strong, ethics in their reporting. I try and keep things as accurate as possible, but we make mistakes from time to time, and I don't think that's a big deal. Just trying to entertain people, just trying to get a bit of a giggle out of people. If you're having a giggle, let me know. But I feel like he's actually, he's disappointed that he made like such a simple mistake in what could have been a very easy slam dunk. And maybe his girlfriend yelled at him for indulging in the gay drama, because that's the realm of women and stuff. You know what I mean? Who can say? What do you guys do? You guys think never apologize? I mean, I feel like he would have been better if he didn't apologize, just from the optics of it, like for the internet thing. But I can respect the man for doing so. Let's see, you bad boy. What's the top comments? What's the top comments? He says, I have never seen, I've seen a conspiracy theory posted that I engineered an opportunity to do an apology video on the basis that I put this together immediately after hearing Mudahar's response. That the idea of an apology that starts with, this guy cheats on women with men and likely sucks dick, but I was probably wrong about exactly who and when this time, is very unusual, and that the apology itself can be seen as satire attacking Mutahar's apology, that I've already said I was bored of this, etc. This is not correct. And those details are generally coincidental. Because I did see on Harmful Opinions Twitter, he said he was pretty much done with talking about Mutahar before this video came out. What I did was simply wrong. I'm sorry, and I want to make sure that people exposed to that video are aware that my speculation and questions about gay YouTuber with dying girlfriend infidelity weren't justified by the facts. I was being far too much like the shows I warned you I was emulating in that video. For real, 100% honesty, this isn't a joke. Pin post, even though some might suspect it is because of subject matter. I didn't even realize that the video ended up being 420 long until it was pointed out to me. I mean, YouTube usually adds 1 second. It says 419 for me, so is the chat actually this divided that it has to be a joke? I don't know. I'm gonna let the chat decide on this one. Is this a joke? Is this all? Am I being rused? I don't know. I just don't take him at his word. Was the apology a joke? Fine. Let's ask the chat. We'll find out. Also, while you're voting in the chat, what do you guys want to see next? Do you want to see the frumpy girl that Sean doesn't like, who's British, or do you want to see Nick Rekieta shoveling shit? Well, I mean, we don't actually have that, but there's an update on his thing. Or maybe he's like not shoveling shit. He's working in the horse pens or something like that. BP apology was better. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll play that. We'll play that real quick while I take a drink. Do we still have that loaded?
The BP continues to get worse every day. As public anger towards the BP grows, their president released this statement. Hello, I'm BP. Our accident is a tragedy that should have never happened. And to all those affected, I want to say, we are deeply sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
Oh man, I almost ended the stream by accident. There's probably people in the chat that don't even know who BP is now because they haven't had them on so long. Because he had a kid and it got too busy for streams. I pressed the end stream button by mistake and then it was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "No, no, no." So if the stream ended there, I would have been very, very sorry as well. I would have been very sorry. We'll look at the next stuff because then I can wait. So this is so divided though. Like what the fuck? No, actually, let's have a look at this gay furry shit. And maybe this might get vetoed though. If you want to veto this in chat, you got to say, but we're gonna see what it's saying first, okay? But it looks like 40% of the chat says that the apology was a joke, and 60% said it's very divisive. Interesting. All right, let's see what this is. YouTube age control. Should I be worried? Part 1. Furry YouTuber, VTuber. I quit. Let's see. It was muted. I realized it straight away though, so it was only 1 second.
Hi all, it's Likey. We're back at it again, this time with YouTube AI drama, and it's not as bad as you think, but this is the first episode in this series lineup of the 2-part that we'll be talking about YouTube AI. Let's get into it.
I'm not liking the look of this so far. I really have a pet peeve of people that you have green screens and they don't use the actual green screen for it. It's all so quirky. I've got the green screen, but it's just my actual background.
Surveillance, control, and censorship. They've just announced they're rolling out.
All right, I'm not interested in Charlie's
users
take.
It suspects are teens.
Quick update before we get all panicky and everything about this big AI thing. It's not going to be as a big deal as you guys might, because in episode 2, I will be discussing as why it's not as big deal. So stay tuned for that.
And if it suspects that you are not over 18,
I'm skipping forward. We're pretty close to video. We need like 3 more videos on this one. This is from Likey. Likey. He's a very much.
I will say this once and only once throughout my.
But it looks like he's graduated. Look, he looks like this guy's an engineer. You can see his degree back here.
Entire video channel about this content. It is.
I'm skipping forward.
But no, this isn't going to be as bad.
All right, we got the vetoes. Sorry. All right, we'll go on to this one. All right, this is from Stalin19. It's called Nick Rekieta, Montagraph in chat and community service. And this is from August 5th. All right. So we're checking in with the Baldoverse, but it's not important enough to put in the title of the stream anymore.
Guys, we have a show today. I can't go too terribly long.
Okay.
Tonight, which is
Let's
what I
see
tell
why.
all the boys. Because we've got you don't, just me. I've community service and
Like, I know this isn't a card that I can play. And I know that I'm going to get burned for the same comment, but this hairline is either retreating or Nick is reading a lot, working at the fucking library, because this head is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
the morning. So that's always a fun, enlightening, and ravenous time. So look at my nose. Yes, look at it. It is magnificent, isn't it? It's huge. Jennifer Vernier says, "Are you picking up trash, Nick?" They haven't had me pick up trash at all. Really haven't done too much crazy stuff. Let's see. Mow the lawn. Bunch of government properties. What assholes making me mow the government's lawn? Had to mow the lawn. Had to
We might have to put this up to 1.5. Like wrap it up. What is he talking
put
about?
up some signs. Had to help get some we have a county fair coming up really soon, and so we had to work in some of the buildings, like getting them ready for animals and stuff. I don't know. It never occurred to me that this stuff had to be done, right? Like, because you just show up at a place like, oh yeah.
Yes, because all the poor people do that, Nick. It didn't occur to you that people had jobs, that the fair just appeared via magic?
This is like the horse building. This is where the cows go. But someone actually had to go in there and like level out the dirt. That's what I had to do.
So he's shoveling shit. He's shoveling shit in the horse pen. Well, he's going to say he isn't, but I think he's shoveling shit, and he's just refusing to admit it.
To go into all the different horse stalls and level out the dirt. Thank God they were cleaned after the last county fair, so there wasn't like a bunch of horse shit in them. But
I think this is cope. Do you guys think that he was shoveling shit? Press 1 if you think so. If it was just dirt, he was just leveling out the piles of dirt that the horses were leaving behind. Press 2, okay? He's absolutely shoveling shit for the government now, and it's like, you love to see it. State fair? Absolutely. It's fair. Finally some justice in this world.
You just had to go in because like some horses get bored and they'll like clomp their little hoof down and like dig holes in the dirt. You just have to level it out with a rake. Like
Are horses burrowing creatures? Do they live underground or something? I know they swim very well.
They're just, I don't know. Who lets Nick work with animals? There were no animals present at the time.
Thank God. He like pulls out his knife and he's like, I'm going to take care of those horses like I took care of those baby raccoons.
Sounds kind of fun. It's not bad, like at all. It's not bad work, and the like your coworkers and the supervisors are all cool. Like they're fine. So it's not a bad day or anything. It just starts early for me. Just wait till you got to level out the poo. Well, I'm hoping to be done without any of that happening, but you never know. You never know. Did Shank Uger pay you a visit? I didn't.
What I want to see, if I'm allowed to use a Simpsons reference. What I want to see is, hold on. My computer's like got lag for some reason, like input lag. This is gonna be Nick. If there's any sense of justice in the world. There we go. This part.
This isn't fun. Maybe if you didn't go to the bathroom so much, you wouldn't be so small. This gives me an idea.
Anyway, that's how I imagine it should go. That's how I should imagine it should go.
I didn't clean any of that mess out of any of the horse stalls, so I don't think so. Should do your community service at my house. They won't let me do that. In our county, there is no alternative community service. In a lot of counties, you can do stuff like serve soup at a homeless kitchen, or you.
If Nick went to a homeless shelter to serve soup, they'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm going to use next week's Simpsons reference for this, because like the second that he walks into a soup shelter, they're going to clothe him and start feeding him soup. Let me see if I can find this one real quick as well. Oh my goodness, the internet is slow. Let's see. This is I've got a. This is what it's like. This is when Nick goes to help out the soup kitchen.
Oh, you poor unfortunate man. Let's get you out of those clothes immediately, and we'll do whatever we can about the smell.
But, all right.
There you go. That's what's going to happen to Nick when he works in the soup kitchen as well. I now have used up my Simpsons references for the month, basically.
We can do stuff with various churches in the area that are doing community service work. That doesn't actually exist in our county, apparently. In our county, community service means servicing the needs of the community government.
But you just said that you were cleaning things up for the state fair. That benefits the community.
So there's like, they maintain the parks and they maintain whatever government buildings need any assistance or maintenance. And then, of course, the government vehicle fleet. So like, I haven't had to do this, but some people have to like change the oil on a county car or watch.
I think they had to look at his Mustang's tires that are just melting because it's been in the shed for the entire like fucking last year or something. And they said like, no, we're not going to let you anywhere near the oil changes for the cars. I think we're going to get a real man to do that. You go just shovel the horse shit for us.
Wash the county cars, clean out the insides and stuff like that. So it's that's what you do. You just do whatever the county needs. It's not really community service. That's kind of the weird thing about it. Community service is supposed to serve the community itself, but it's just service to government in our county. But I'm not trying to complain. Like, I don't mind. The work is...
I mean, this is a complaint, though. It's like, why can't you let me do the fun jobs? This is absolutely a complaint. Fatty Caddy has a complaint, too, for the $5. He says, is our wife out tasting exotic delights while Nick shovels poo? Also, even if you were a chrome dome, I think you'd carry yourself better than the cut. Okay, thank you very much.
The work is... it's not backbreaking or anything like that, and the people are cool. Like I said,
I think it should be. That's
Kellium says, "Is everybody like, what are you in for?" I ask. I'm the guy. I'm like, "What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?" I want to know. Because I have 80 hours, right? But like, there's one person that I've worked with a couple times, and they have thousands of hours that they have to do, and I'm like, holy shit! Like that doesn't sound good at all. That does not sound like anything I would want to have happen to me. But
I mean, thousands of hours. Like, is that actually true? Do people get thousands of hours of community service? Because like 40 hours is like a week, right? So what is that like at minimum like 40? That's like a year's worth of community service. That's incredible. Like what the fuck? Like just send yourself to prison or something. Also, been there, done that. Joined as a member. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
And so it's like, what the hell did you do? And then you find out like some people just their life circumstances are so vastly different from yours. And a lot of people, a lot of crime. Persistent crime is really generational, and it's passed down through the circumstances that people live in.
Yeah, for example, Nick's parents were very lazy, and that's why he has no work ethic and got in trouble. And now Nick's a parent, so yeah, maybe I don't know. I hope not, but we'll see.
But hey,
he's like, how does this affect you personally? It's like you're setting an example for your family and your children as the father, as the head of the household. How could my degenerate swinging lifestyle affect anyone? Except it doesn't affect. Yeah, okay, whatever. Teaching your children that it's okay to have a mistress, it's okay to be a mistress. I'm sure that won't have any effect in the future going forward.
That it is what it is. I don't get it. You think being a defense attorney would make you really popular there? Well, here's the thing. So there's only the way our community service works. There's only 2 guys who supervise the whole thing, and they only take out like 3 or 4 people a day each. And so they're really like, there's not a lot of people like you're working around. There's only, the 2 crews split off and go do different things. And so you're really only working around like 2 other people. Solid.
There's so little crime. There's so little crime in his area that they only have 2 guys. He's like completely skewed the demographics because of his naughty behavior.
Number 5 with a member chat, Super Lawyer, 22 months. Thank you. Says Nick. Not going to BS you. Your streams when you were not sober were more entertaining. However, your streams now when you are sober are more watchable, if that makes sense. It makes perfect sense. No, I get it.
Apparently, like Nick's show now is literally 2 hours of Kurt's cooking every single stream. Now, I have not watched this to confirm it myself, but this is what I've heard. That he'll talk about some random topic for about an hour or two, and then he'll literally just watch Kurt cooking for 2 solid straight hours. And he's actually building up like a group of wine mums that are enjoying Kurt's cooking. Now, Kurt's cooking is entertaining, but it is very embarrassing for him to do that because he's supposed to be building up his own channel. And, he said it wasn't about the drama and everything. Fatty Katie with under 2 says, do you think Drex will treat our daughters well? Don't be weird. Come on now.
There's something about like the freedom of stuff that gets rid of your inhibitions being in your system constantly. That sure, it
was
can have
never
a lot of
a law
entertainment
channel,
value, but I like to think that maybe they're more understandable now because I know that my speech would get really, really slurry a lot of times. So here we go. One moment. This is from a couple days ago. My apologies for, not streaming sooner. Lady Raggets and I went to our annual art show that we go to.
Oh, goody. We're going to have a new painting. It's coming up soon.
It was great. Good times were had by all. Montagraph Live says that's why when parents neglect their kids is a crime, especially when those parents are rich, right? Well, I guess, yeah, if parents neglect children, there is a criminal neglect statute in most states, and they would charge people with that. And if they found them guilty of it, they would convict them of that. But I don't know if you should be talking
if they found them guilty. Wink.
About kids, you weirdo. Montagraph, you withdrew your lawsuit. It's over, buddy. Go away.
This is true. This is true. With Montagraph withdrawing the lawsuit, like he should just move on and find someone else to be a weirdo around.
Hey, you quit. You tucked your tail up into your ass and you ran. Go away. Don't you and all of that.
I believe Montagraph was banned from the chat after this as well. Which is honestly a correct move. Like if you've got like someone like this in your community, that's just trying to cause trouble and cause you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, just remove them from the chat. It's much better than I'm not going to ban them because then Big won't be able to. No, just save yourself a headache. Honestly,
shit's well beyond the statute of limitations now. Let's go off. Thank you. Peace. Have a nice time. What a weirdo that guy is. Go eat your lukewarm shrimp in the TJ Maxx changing room, my friend.
Did this actually happen? Did Montagraph eat lukewarm shrimp? That's not good.
Do it brings you joy.
Or is this just another piece of Nick's defamation against him?
Oh my God. Monograph says, I will sue you again for defamation in federal court if you continue to slander me. Monograph, I haven't slandered you. First of all, I never did.
Yes, he did. Montagraph just ran out of money for the lawsuit. It was going very well for him.
Second of all, I still don't. I don't even talk about you. Go away. Seriously, go find a gutter to somewhere. Like, leave. What's your deal? You're in here trying to prompt me into saying something. Here, I'll say this. You are strange. Go have sex with whatever fruit you want. Just stop filming it, you nut. Jesus Christ. Monty, I didn't falsely accuse you of involvement with the John Benet Ramsey. I mentioned another story that said that. Go away. just stop. Dude, you lost. Get over it. You chose to lose. You're so weird. I did on Kristen Lacefield's channel. Who is Kristen Lacefield? Who is this? All right, here we go, Monty.
So Fatty Caddy says he slept with his stepkid. It's not unbelievable. I know what you're saying, Fatty Caddy, but like, don't make these sort of hypothetical questions, okay? It's just odd.
You're goodbye. I don't need you in here. Go away. Citizen Ham says, so that was you, Schizo, posting on Kiwi Farms about Ramsey, Nick? Lemafau. No, I've never posted on Kiwi Farms. I don't have an account. I don't have a sock account.
Do you think that's true? Do you think he never posted? I know he said that he never posted, but
I've never posted on there at all. So nope. Don't know. I don't even know who the person he's talking about was. Who the is Kristen? What the? God damn it, Kristen Lace.
I mean, he reads it. That's for sure. Like he's on the website. We know that. But does he have an account? Is the question. I guess no. He probably would have verified it if he did have an account. I feel like if nothing else, he's being honest about that.
Who is that? I don't even know who that is. What a strange thing. Does dealing with the ADA appointed Monty account community service hours? Yes, it should. Look, I have this retard I have to take care of. It's very frustrating. He's just walking around at every fruit stand he can find. It's crazy. Peak Degenerate Gaming, any chance we'll have Ty Beard on again? Sure. I haven't talked to Ty in a little bit. But I like talking to Ty. I don't have any reason not to. I've just been busy.
All right. There's your update from the Baldoverse. Nothing too interesting. All right, now it's time to talk about women. Oh my goodness, especially British women. So there was this woman. What's her name? Minty Glubby. Okay, I don't know why. Apparently there's R18 content. Hopefully there's nothing in here. Now she's a British woman, and she went to the United States for the first time. And I know that Sean saw this woman and was laughing at her, but she is suffering from internet butthurt because she went to the internet. She went to the US and was talking about how much she hates the US, but she got so shit on that she got like mega viral. Like thousands of people were talking about her post and like making fun of her and shit. So she deleted everything. She deleted everything. Okay. All of her posts. Look how many posts. Okay. So it turns out it wasn't very short. I just woke up. Damn sorry. I guess Costco exists in the UK. She decided to delete everything. She's very butthurt, and she had to post clarification about the internet. So we'll to the internet, we'll see. Fatty Caddy also another two says, pretty sure I posted this. She's my OC. Do not steal. Did you post this? I don't think so. I mean, maybe you did, but I saw it myself. So we're going to have a look. We're going to have a look at all the British people. So visiting the United States for the first time. Now all the stuff in red are the corrections that she's added. So she's British, and she has to explain why British is censored because it's a trigger word. Hello. This is actually a joke. This comes from the fact that nobody likes British people. True. Can we get some trues in chat? It's very common on the internet to make fun of someone for being British. That is very true. So here's someone, let's see, as someone who has lived in England for their whole life. She's very butthurt, and I find this very funny. So let's see. She says, I'm so sorry. People seem really upset by this threat. I didn't mean to spread any misinfo. I just wanted to share my experience. I work from home, so I don't go out often, and I've only traveled to a few cities here. I would appreciate if people stop sharing info about my location. Like, don't dox this woman. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. But how is it that people who go viral never have the constitution to deal with even a sliver of criticism? You know what I mean? The second they get like a mega viral post, they were just like muting this responses now, or they private their account or some shit. Like, come on now. Well, let's see what she does. So let's see. So the original post was, I had a very long layover, 9 hours. I brought my laptop with me. I was able to draw. So she does this thing where she takes like a real picture and then draws a little character of it. Now, I used to do that too, actually, back when I was younger. It's kind of fun. Like I would like take a picture of like a tree or something, and I'd draw like a little castle in it with like little people building forts and bridges and stuff. You know, just when I'm bored, sort of thing. Some people expressed the fact that the font I used helped prove I was Asian fishing because it's a font commonly used to translate from Japanese into English. She's like so butthurt about her font as well. I have no idea if this is true or not, but I'm so sorry. Now, she's absolutely Asian baiting, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you in a second. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm sorry that I made you think something like that. I chose the font because I thought it was cute, and it's very easy to read. I have changed the font. I hope this fixes the issue. Did she actually change the font? I assume that's a joke. Now, this face, I could tell you straight away that she was Asian baiting, because the only people that wear these glasses and this sort of makeup with the thin lips are Asian baiting. And there's like a guy that I'm going to use an example of it. Like, hold on a second. I hate the way this guy looks so much. I can't remember his name, but it's like, if I search for like Korean convenience store food, it'll probably come up straight away. Yeah, here it is. Korea Nosh. I hate this guy's appearance so much. The videos are fine though. Like the video, I can't complain about the videos. Like, it's actually very interesting. But like this sort of face.
Day 2 of only eating food from a Korean convenience.
I hate this face and this style so much. It's like it's literally just people that are like K-popified or something. They always have these round glasses, and there's another one like this as well. There's another guy that does the exact same thing. No, it's not Japanese baiting. It's Korean baiting. Like they have like these giant eyes and stuff, and these exact. Like, hold on a second. What is this guy's name? What is the other guy? Like Konbini. I think it's like Konbini Food Japan. Maybe I can find it. There's a guy that does like he eats ramen or something. Ramen Japan shorts. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. I need to find this real quick. I found it. Bento Club. This guy does it as well. They're all the same, and it makes me furious.
I discovered this rice ball hack that totally...
I mean, they get much more views than me, so I'm just jealous, obviously. But like, look at this. Look at this. This guy doesn't even have glasses in his profile picture. He's like stolen valor.
As the world's most decent food creator, it's my job to show you both good...
Like, they're all wearing the same glasses. It's the same fucking glasses. Like, this one is... No, wait, it's exactly the same. It's exactly the fucking same. What the fuck is going on here? I hate these glasses so much. The way they put them on the like halfway down the nose as well. Like, oh, I'm like Harry Potter. Oh, I got my round Harry Potter glasses. But this guy's actually wearing the glasses correctly. This is where the bridge should be, but these are the exact same glasses. And they're absolutely Asian baiting. It shouldn't... It's not right. I don't know. I'm just like crashing out over glasses or something. It's fine. But she's absolutely Asian baiting. For sure. Let me see. So this was actually mild sarcasm. I'm so sorry it wasn't made clear at all. I am not saying we don't have... Oh, wait, sorry. The first one is, despite how warm it is outside, it's very cool indoors. Is this what AC is like? So now she's crashed out over fucking not having AC because the UK doesn't have any... They're all hot over there. They're all hot over there. This is actually mild sarcasm. I'm sorry it wasn't made very clear at all. I'm not saying we don't have the AC in the UK. You don't. I'm trying to make a playful joke about how a lot of British people complain about the lack of AC in our country, specifically in our homes. But mainly what I was talking about is how much cooler it is indoors. In the UK, the AC is generally less noticeable because they're poor. The UK can't afford AC. It's less noticeable from my own experience. Of course, less noticeable does not mean it. Like, who gives a shit? Look how, like, this is so many words. This is like a leftist comic, you know what I mean? To clarify why my caption is short, this video was made for TikTok originally, so I wanted to keep the text minimal and also not cover the images too much. I'm also very sorry if writing my captions like this is upsetting people. Wait, there's more? If I open it, there's more? Wait, no, I'm missing all the good content. Oh my, here it is. Let me see. I'm writing my captions like this. Like, if I'm sorry if this upsets you, I wanted to use polite/formal language because it comes off as cute and professional. Imagine explaining yourself to Twitter. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Which I like to have for the account linked to my Etsy and VGen. What is VGen? I'm sorry to the people who are angry about this. So people are literally mad. Like, people on the internet are mad about everything. Why would you for an even second validate their concerns? Oh dear, so funny. It's so funny how the apology, like, this is the apology tour, right? Like, when people try and cancel me on Twitter for saying stuff about Stonies, I'm just like, I just make jokes. These people write like Bible length reviews on why they're actually okay and they should be allowed to like things. Let's see. So this next one was, I forgot the plugs. I forgot the plugs here are different. I had to buy a very expensive adapter, ... minus $40. Oh, she's so sad. To clarify, I was not unaware that other countries had different plugs. Do you think she forgot about the plugs and now she's just embarrassed? I think so. I simply forgot about it while packing and didn't realize I hadn't packed an adapter with me. Also, to further clarify, I found the adapter was 20. So did someone call her about the price? It's not $40. It was $32, and she has to add a retraction. It's about ethics in Twitter posting, chat. It's very important that you have your fact checks for the $8 difference in buying a volt converter or whatever the fuck it is. Sorry for lying and spreading misinformation. This is unhinged. I know, I love it so much. Maybe she's just very funny and it's all a joke. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I don't think you go this far into it in something that you're actually not upset about. Also, to further clarify, the reason the adapter was so expensive was because it was purchased at an airport. The reason I had to buy one there was because I wanted to use a laptop during my long layover, and I couldn't find any other stores outside near the airport. I was also carrying very heavy luggage and didn't have the energy to explore too far. I also I did also check Google Maps, but it was very easy. It wasn't very easy to figure out exactly what shops were sold because I didn't recognize any names. I also didn't have any Wi-Fi access outside the airport, which made the idea of exploring a bit more scary since I'm prone to getting lost easily. What is going on? Like, I think you've got bigger problems than air plug converters. Holy shit. Let me see. I couldn't figure out how to use a shower. Oh, chat, imagine the smell. Imagine the smell. The reason I didn't understand how to use this shower was because there was a tiny, slightly hidden knob that I need to press. Oh yeah, I hate those showers. Those are annoying. But I think even children can figure this out, right? That diverted the water from the bathtub to the shower. Do UK people really just not shower? Is that's my headcanon now that UK people don't shower? I'm extremely sorry I was unaware for this extremely obvious design. Next time I travel to the United States, I'll be sure to research every type of popular shower design. This is so passive aggressive. It's funny. Next time I travel, I'll be sure to research every shower head. Look, anyway, let me see. So picture from Google. Oh, wait, sorry. So the original post was the neighborhoods here are so well kept and nice, totally different from the UK. Google is a picture from Google. I didn't want to dox my friend. So she posted a picture of a non-UK neighborhood and said it's so nice because we know what garbage UK neighborhoods look like. Remember we found that town? What was that town? Remember we found that town and it's just all brick and misery? So the correction here is, so here I'm saying that the neighborhoods in this area, which I'm told does not specify the state because of my friend, sorry, are very nice and well maintained. I also added that they are totally different from the UK, meaning that they are very distinct from each other. And I am not saying I think every neighborhood in the UK is horrible, but they are. That's the truth, though. And poorly maintained. Though I do think this one American neighborhood was more pleasant than any out of the UK neighborhood I've ever visited. These are two different sentences and should have been read as such. Sorry, I definitely could have worded it better. And now there's also, here am I explaining that I use an image from Google. Like this red on white is so obnoxious to read as well. Represent how nice the neighborhood was because I didn't want to dox my friend's location by posting an image to this location. The reason I didn't want to say this is because doxing is a very scary thing to do to somebody. And being faced with the threats like this can be really worrying. I appreciate that some people who read my post and didn't like it were so eager to provide me with this worry and give me first-hand experience in dealing with that anxiety. Is this person actually autistic? Like, this is the only answer, right? Like, this is actual, or like, I've always joked at saying that no girl actually has autism, or sometimes all girls have autism, but it doesn't matter because they're female. But I feel like this is the first time I've actually seen autism in action. Can you fix her, chat? Can you fix it? I don't know. I don't know if Bob the Builder can fix this one. Let's see. They took me to Costco. I've never heard of it before. So here is what I'm saying is I've never heard of Costco before. This might sound insane to say, but this is because I have simply never heard or been to this store visiting the US. This might also sound insane, but this doesn't actually mean that the Costco doesn't exist in the UK. It simply means I haven't heard of it myself. As it turns out, there are actually 29 Costcos in the UK. Well, I mean, she did a fact checking on this. It's about ethics in Twitter posting, chat. Okay. Let me see. Maybe it's just because I'm young and haven't traveled enough. I actually asked my mother, who is over 50 years old and lived here nearly her entire life, if she had ever visited Costco in the UK. She told me she has been to a Costco one time before. I'm very sorry. I think this means it's excusable for me, her daughter, and a 20-year-old to have never heard of a Costco before. I mean, Costco's got like a piece of media though as well. Like you see it in movies and stuff. So they have a Costco in Japan too. Yeah, I've been to Costco recently. Well, like in the last year or so. Let's see. Apparently, it operates on a paid membership system where you can't enter the store if you don't have one. I've never seen this in the UK. It was very strange to me. Yeah, I mean, the first time I went to Costco, I found this strange too. It's like, I have to pay you to shop here? But then it pays for the hot dogs and stuff, right? Did you guys see the... I don't know if I should show you guys. The free run Costco hot dogs. Maybe I can find this real quick. If I search for free run Costco, it might come up. Free run Costco. This is like a little bit too nerdy though. Oh, here it is. I found it straight away. This only makes sense if you've watched Free Run or Freyren Beyond Journey's End.
Here we are, $2.50 hot dogs.
Just $1.50? How can they possibly make a profit off of that?
It's the same price as back then.
Wouldn't inflation cause the price to change?
I remember when Hummel the Hero bought a hot dog here for the same price. Costco is unchanged, even now. Back then, Himmel.
This only makes sense. This only makes sense if you've seen the anime. But it's actually it's a very good edit, I thought. But it's true. I went to the Costco the first time as well. Worth it. You're now doing anime memes like legal dick sucker. Yeah. Anyway, to go back to this. To explain why I was able to enter the store despite me stating that in the text, you need a member. Like they're explaining this to people. You need a membership to enter it. This is because the image you can see is my friend, is membership. They allow you to enter as long as one person in your group has a membership card, which I thought was made very obvious by the image. I'm sorry this wasn't clear. I hope this. Who the fuck is this person's audience? Imagine explaining yourself to this degree. The store had really good prices and the staff were giving out free scran. Now, I believe scran just means food, right? Like UK people in chat, please respond so I can identify you and make fun of you further. But doesn't scran just mean food? Food? Like, good scran. There's like a guy I've seen on like do shorts and something, and he says scran at the end of every video. It was very pleasant. I can understand why people pay to shop here. Yeah, Himmel never lost it. Himmel died a virgin. It's very sad. It's very, very sad indeed. Here lies Himmel. He never scored. Apparently, free refills are very normal here. Question mark, question mark. Blew my mind. Absolutely. Not a thing in the UK. Maybe some. Wait, is this true? Surely there is free refills in the UK. I refuse to believe that drink dispensers do not exist in the. There's no way this is true. This is a lie. To further elaborate on this, I myself cannot remember coming across anywhere free refills in the UK. I asked my northern friend from the north before writing this caption to get a more insight. They also said they don't know of any place that offered it because of this. I wrote that the free refills blew my mind. They're absolutely not a thing in the UK. I'm really sorry for saying something so naive and short-sighted. I was shocked that almost every place that we went to eat had some form of free refill machine in the US, but I have never come across one in the UK. I actually added a tiny note after saying maybe they're somewhere, but not in my area at least. It is very clear to me now that this note was not good enough to account for my stupidity and lack of experience. I'm so sorry. It turns out free refills do exist in the UK. Apparently, they're not common, but a few chain restaurants have them. According to Reddit, these include Nando's, Five Guys, Pizza Hut, Harvesters, some Burger Kings, and Subway. Like there's no way this woman has never been to Burger King. So sorry for misspreading such misinformation. This reminds me of like let me see if I can find something real quick. What's the guy's name? Fuck, it's Joker D. I know the guy's name is Joker D, and he went to the US soda fountain. Maybe if he didn't know how to use the soda machines. Joker D tries. Let me see if I can find this. It's really funny. Joker D tries soda machine, soda fountain. Oh, God damn it! Where it's just you know how you have to push if someone finds it, send it to me on Twitter or on Discord or something. But there's a guy that streams World of Warcraft. His name is Joker D. He was the first person to get to level 50 as a level 60 as a mage in the new classic Warcraft. That's not important. He lives in Malta, and Malta is this very tiny country in Europe. And because he made so much money streaming World of Warcraft, he was able to fly to America and try doing IRL streaming. And he went to try and go to use one of these soda fountain machines, but he didn't know how to push the cup into it. So he was trying to push the thing and then put the cup under. And it's like that Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man is like you do like this finger and you like you push the soda like this, and then the soda goes through the middle like that. It's so funny. It's such a funny clip though, because he actually has no idea what he's doing. All right, so let's see. Himmel never loses it. Suffer Himmel, no elf Usi for you. And then some random with a big $50 says Mudahar is still okay, but come December, I will need a license for me YouTube social media. Is that Australia too? Government is not sure how I'm meant to provide proof of age come December. Suffer. Actually, apparently it's happening all over the world. But thank you for the 50. Much appreciated. Big support from Australia today. And apparently the free run anime enjoyers. All right, hop topic. Visiting my first hop topic. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? This kind of fashion is very hard to find in the UK. Amazed to see it in a random shopping center. So what I meant by this fashion being hard to find is that I only ever seen it frequently in a specific part of town of London called Camden Town. This might be because I have not been to enough cities and not explored them thoroughly enough. Many people point out that we have a shop called Damage Society. I think that's just the London as a whole, right? That sells similar clothing. I remembered that I found one in Nottingham, and I visited there last year, even though I said that the fashion is just very hard to find, not actually non-existent. It seems my wording is still not adequate, and I'm upset a lot. I upset a lot of people. I am very sorry. I'll be sure to check every UK shopping center. It's so passive aggressive. And check every store for this style of clothing, so I'll have a much better idea of just how common it really is! Exclamation point. Holy shit. Holy shit. Also, fuck, with a 10. Another Australian. All the Australians have come out in force today. G'day, cunt. Seen you in Rekieta's chat a long time ago. No clue. You're an Aussie also. Ha 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 ha. This woman is not posting lefty memes. She's posting autist anime girl memes. Is this the appeal? Is this like her girl appeal? Is this how she's trying to attract people? Let's see. These bags are so fun and cute. Why does America have so much more whimsy than us? Frowny face. And you've got like what appears to be an Invader Zim bag, a Totoro bag, and is this cinnamon? Cinnamon or something? Is that what it's called? Here, I just want to clarify. I was not saying that I think the United Kingdom has no whimsy, but I do think that our shops are that are similar to Hot Topic, or at least specifically Hot Topic, were lacking the quality, creativity, and cuteness of many of the products I saw. Not just in this store, but other shops too. It is rare for me to walk into an HMV and what the fuck is HMV? And actually want to purchase anything. I'm gonna send her an angry message so she'll add some text, red text here, explain what HMV is. But the first Hot Topic I went to had me spending about $90 dues. This might just come down to personal preference. I'm very sorry. I was only trying to express some personal frustration in a mildly exaggerated manner. I do not want to give an objective stance on the state of distribution of whimsical products in the UK. Suffer, anime people. So let's see. This one says, the woman's fashion here is much more cute and trendy. I would shop here locally more if the stores like me were like this. HMV is a tampon megastore? I don't think so. I need to make it clear, this statement does not apply to the entirety of the UK. I do not want to disclose my area, but a lot of the fashion local to me is very monochromatic in color scheme and simplistic in design. Oh my goodness, the UK people are actually just suffering. It's funny. It can be very hard to build a cutesy wardrobe, which is why I buy most of my clothing online now. I simply wanted to express my excitement over seeing shop windows showcasing cute dresses and skirts, which would rarely come across in my city shopping center local to me. I'm very sorry for any misunderstanding that I have caused. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This bag is the cutest thing I've ever. I'm furious myself for not purchasing it. I love how the text just blocks. You can't see anything in the pictures anymore, but the text just blocks everything. I'm really sorry. I did not make it clear which store this bag was from. There was supposed to be another image in this thread showing the store box. It was called Box Lunch, but I ended up removing that image because I wasn't happy with the caption I wrote for it. I'm sorry if this caused any misunderstandings, such as people thinking it was actually from Hot Topic or something. I want it to be more clear next time. So you had the Reddit detectives found this bag and they said, actually, that's not from Hot Topic. And then she was so triggered by this, she had to post her a journalistic retraction. This is incredible. Let me see. Apparently, this is considered a small. How? Sorry, the pictures do not show this size very well. I wanted to apologize for adding space here, which is not the correct way to add punctuation when typing in the English language. I think this made people read my captions as if I was faking an English translation from another language. She's like Reddit posting or something, or like, oh my goodness. If I was faking an English translation from another language, which I absolutely had no intention of trying to appear as, this is actually just something called typing quirk. It's something you can find in many of my tweets and messages. It's not something I can really explain. I think it just looks pleasing to write like this, and I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just, who gives a shit? This is like the embodiment of that gets criticized once, fucking dies. She got so much interaction with this post as well. She should have been thanking people. The use of does not instead of doesn't, of course, even further proves I was doing that weird translation thing. I'm really sorry. I guess this is part of the Asian baiting, right? But she's pretending to be Asian, so she's doing the translations are coming in like this. Like you see translation baiting with people like do commas, like Japanese commas. Do you guys know what I mean? Like Japanese commas, they're like really kind of silly. Like you can always tell. You can always tell. Like let me see, lots of something. Let me see something. Let me see if I can get this like to just come up real quick. Here it is. So this is like an Asian comma. Okay, you see. Hold on, yeah, like hello Reddit versus hello 4chan. This is how it works. Okay, this is like the This is like the Japanese. This is like the Japanese comma. How it's got like, this big space after it, and you can always tell. You can always tell the difference, right? It's such a little thing. It's such a little thing, but you just know the Asian comma. The Asian comma. It comes up from time to time. It's a real thing, guys. This is serious, but it's about ethics and using Asian commas. Okay. Let me see. Anyway, where was I? I'm really sorry. I sometimes think that not using contractions in my sentences makes it read more politely and formal, and for some reason, I like that. It's really stupid. I'm sorry. I will not do this again. Sorry. I mean, I won't do this again starting now. That's a little bit funny. That's a little bit funny. Let me see. What's this? First time visiting a Walmart, also at 10 p.m. at night during a very intense thunderstorm. This umbrella chibi is my favorite. Thank you for the nice words about my OC Minty. She is my precious baby. I mean, I'm not a fan of this art style myself, but this is kind of cute, I suppose. It's not for me. This is the one that I think this is the reason that I saw this is because potentially Sean, commented on this. So there's a picture of her in the Walmart and it's ammo. It's kind of scary seeing this in such everyday store. I'm very glad we do not allow guns in the UK. In this image, I was expressing my shock at how accessible ammunition is. I wasn't trying to claim I was scared of the ammo. I'm sorry for the confusion. It was more about the accessibility and the reminder that I'm kind of unfamiliar weaponry. I figured that this kind of stuff wouldn't be available in an everyday shop like Walmart. And I would have something a little more specialized. I'm not really sure why I thought this, and it's pretty stupid in hindsight. There's so many US residents in particular that have access to firearms. I am so sorry. I never meant to offend anyone by stating, I'm glad we don't have guns in the UK. I just wanted to convey that I personally find them a bit scary as someone who has little to no experience with them and has heard a lot of worrying things in regard to them. I'm sorry I couldn't clarify myself. So I think that Sean responded to this and just laughed at her saying that she was getting knifed or something. I gotta use we're gonna use our poll though to see. Now that we've actually seen what this woman's like, that we have to ask the question: can you fix her? Can you do it, chat? Do you still want to fix her now? She doesn't like her freedom pills exactly. Let's see. It turns out some places don't use tap to pay. Very weird to me. Everywhere that isn't cash only in the UK lets you pay this way. I had a lot of people tell me that not accepting tap to pay was a Walmart thing. Is that true? I used the word some in this caption because I recall that there was another place we went to that did accept it, but I can't remember if that was actually the case or not. I am sorry. I wish I had better memory. When I Googled this, I found that there are some places in the US that don't accept tap to pay, but that didn't really align with what the Americans were telling me. So I'm not sure what's the correct anymore, and I'd just like to apologize for bringing it up at all. Sorry, frowny face. I might also as well add that even though I can't find any UK places that don't accept tap to pay, contactless payment, both IRL or online, they might still exist somewhere. So I don't want to claim that there is no place in the UK where contactless isn't accepted. Is she worried about getting sued for defamation or something? All right. It says 80% of the chat says no, they cannot fix her so far. With how many votes? Stop the count. There's 50 votes only so far. Be sure to like the stream as well. This is a whole big world of text. Holy shit. I saw a lot of people saying that my makeup was proof of me Asian fishing. Oh, let's check. I mean, she is absolute. It's not the makeup. It's not the makeup. It's the glass. It's the fucking glasses. This is absolutely Asian baiting. Okay. But she says proof of me Asian fishing. Obviously, most of the corrections so far have been purposely over the top and exaggerated, but this is the first thing that I'm generally worried of me when people took issue. I saw a lot of people talk about Asian fishing on TikTok a while back, and I couldn't get a good understanding of exactly what kind of makeup was considered Asian fishing. So I just became very nervous about it as a whole. I'd like to draw thick eyeliner on because it looks nice on me. I draw the lashes on because I find false lashes uncomfortable and hard to put on. And I don't think I look Asian. Well, she doesn't look Asian. Asians are thin. I don't want to look Asian. That would be really fucking weird. Please, if the way I drew is genuinely an issue, I would appreciate any actual advice. So she's actually concerned. She's actually concerned that she's committing a racism right now because of this Asian fishing. What happens if I search for Asian fishing? Actually, I know exactly what's going to come up. Well, actually, there's this Japanese woman on YouTube who just does fishing videos. And that's what Asian fishing is to me. Hold on, let me see if I can show you this. It's such like incel bait though, honestly, like unironically. Japanese, let me see if I can find this real quick. Japanese woman fishing. It should come up straight away, in theory. I'm pretty sure it's this channel, yeah. Because all the thumbnails are like, yeah, this has got to be it. So it's like this. It's just like this Asian woman, like big titty Asian woman that's fishing. But then when you actually, oh, this is actually a different one. Okay, this is not the one I was thinking of. But let's take a look at this Asian. This is the Asian fishing. The incident occurred when I entered the water and went fishing.
It's super hot today, but well, you know, I'm going fishing with a fishing friend.
Did they hire someone to dub over this? Or is this YouTube auto dubbing? Because YouTube's doing that now. Hold on a second. Audio track English. Yeah, they added different dubbing. Japanese original. There we go. Let's have a look. So this is based in red pill content, honestly. All right, let's play the English track again. It's hot. It's hot.
What's that look? Bekitan, wait, Bekitan, so warm. It's so warm. It's kind of warm.
Why is the dude?
My feet are warm.
She's hot, chat.
Warm.
Wait, why'd the Asian voice turn off? I mean, the English voice turn off.
Too deep, too deep, too deep, too deep. Hey, I can't move forward.
Oh dear. How come it?
Yep. When I went to the top, I found an amazing spot.
Why do the voices keep changing?
It's a nice place.
Oh my goodness. This is too funny. Sorry, I'm being totally disrailed by this. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Asian fishing on TikTok. All right, that's what we were originally doing. Am I Asian fishing? What is Asian fishing? And why is it problematic? All right, let's have a look at this. What is Asian fishing and why is it problematic? The emergence of makeup and beauty trends that attempt to imitate Asian features has sparked discussions about the harmful effects and stereotypes. Asian fishing is the act of using makeup, clothing, or hairstyles or stereotypes to appear Asian. It is an issue that has come to the forefront in recent years. The term was coined by a viral TikTok video, and people have been discussing it more and more since then, even though they are just starting to use the term Asian fishing as an act of fetishizing or sexualizing Asian women for a long time. What is Asian fishing? Using makeup to give more East faces. Edit their photos to make their face feature pass as East Asian. Dress in stereotypical Asian girl costume. What is an Asian girl costume? You mean like dressing up like Sailor Moon or something? What do they mean by that? Some examples are anime girl costumes, game girl costumes, Asian schoolgirl uniforms. In other words, Asian fishing means a non-Asian individual purposely makes himself look East Asian for the aesthetic. Is she Asian fishing, chat? Do we think that she's Asian fishing? I mean, she is wearing the frilly Lolita like clothes. These glasses are absolutely Asian fishing. Absolutely. She should be banned from the internet. Anyway, the streets are very pretty. The warm air And it is humid though. We parked far away from where we're going, and walking, it was astonishingly hot. Let's see. This is the staff at this restaurant were incredibly friendly. The food was good too. It's really nice that places here serve chocolate milk. I never see it on UK. Is it true, UK people, that you're chocolate milkless? I had to remind myself to tip. I was told essentially it is required in the US. I'm really sorry for suggesting that the UK doesn't have chocolate milk. I just personally can't remember seeing many menus in the UK. Meanwhile, I saw it in several times in the US. I was very happy about it because I like chocolate milk, sorry. About the tipping, it was a tad exaggerated. Nobody told me it was straight up required, but some people had spoken to me about it, the wages in the US being low, and people having to rely on tips, which gave me the impression that tips are at least much more important over here than here. I'm sorry over the exaggerated wording. Also, the bartender I spoke to at this diner saw my thread and contacted me saying nice things. Oh, he's trying to hit it, chat. Let's see. I haven't seen this plastic straw in so long. I'm surprised that they still have them. I am not going to lie. I'm getting really tired of writing these. Yeah, I'm sure someone in the UK has plastic straws still exist. I'm sorry for insinuating otherwise. Please leave me alone. You know what's funny is like if you go to McDonald's in Japan, they give you the paper straw. If you go to KFC, they give you the plastic straw. So it's like it still exists in Japan. The based KFC. Oh my goodness, based KFC. A Cadbury's bar for $11. A most horrific sight so far. Also, these are very masculine thumbs. Like she needs to do something with his nails. Just use a little bit of nail something on it. Okay. I'm really sorry. This obviously implies that chocolate in the UK is really, really cheap. It's actually not. But it also depends on where you're trying to buy it from. Because the UK is a very big and diverse place. I'm so very sorry. Oh my goodness, she's so mad. It's so great. Let's see. I like to play and draw. Bananas. Tiny bananas. Obviously, by posting this, I was accidentally making a reference to the fact that I have a small penis. I'm very sorry. I don't actually have a penis. I'm sure that some of the people in my message requests are very disappointed by this statement, and I want to formally apologize to you guys. Very sorry. Next time, I'll be more clear with my messaging. Thank you for understanding. Does she have a penis, chat? What the fuck? My skin feels smoother. It's a nice confidence boost. I do not miss the UK smog. Oh my god, where to even begin with this one? Hi, I do not live in an area with smog. Is she smogged, chat? The UK people live in smog? Is this true? But I live close enough to London that I travel there fairly often, and the air quality there isn't really the nicest. Does London smell? It's smelly? Why is the London air smelly? The thing is, like, Japan has some of the best air quality in the entire world. Like, it's actually better than New Zealand, actually. Like, unironically, it's been rated. Japanese air quality is super high. So I have no idea what it would be like to live in a smoggy country. Sydney used to have smog. I guess when I was a kid, Sydney had smog. London is smelly. It's covered in soot. Their chimney sweeps are everywhere. Is that true? Let me see. The air quality there isn't the nicest, which is why I was generally nodding here. That is an exaggerated statement. I do not live in London. I live close to London, though. Sorry, this one is generally confusing thanks to shit wording and no context. My bad. I had no idea millions would read this. Also, please don't discuss about my location. I saw someone justifying posting my city because I was accidentally listed somewhere on one of my profiles, even though I started not to talk about it. I wish nothing but misfortune on you if you generally think they make that's okay. So she claimed that she was getting doxxed, but basically someone said she lived in one city that was like probably like Lancastershire or something. Nobody gives a shit. Good scran. Sorry for using the word scran. I like it because it's a fun word to say. My northern friends taught it to me a while ago, and they told me it means food. When I Googled it, Google told me the same thing. I'm not sure why people are so angry over me misusing the word, because I'm not sure how I've misused it, but regardless, I'm sorry. And all the upset Brits, please forgive me and have mercy. I always thought, like, you mean Lancastershire? No, apparently it's Lancastershire. Let's ask Google, what does scran mean? I thought it meant food. What does scran mean? This means food. It means food. What is she complaining about? Let me see. We did some mini golf. I was a bit anxious and car sick to participate, but it looked like fun. You can't really walk anywhere here. So much driving. And apparently there's a message here. Not sure what to put here, so just look at this funny DM I got. I fucking hate you. I will likely bring up your existence to my therapist. I have never wanted AI to make art for me ever, but all of a sudden, I would rather play Russian roulette with a fucking full chamber of rounds than order art from such a goddamn person. I thought I grew so much as a person until seeing such soft fucking tweets. Your existence makes me yearn to feel pain rather than comfort. I don't know whether to thank you or hate you. On one hand, you revealed my healing journey is not complete. On the other hand, I will never admire a soft bed to sleep on without knowing anything that we share in common is a weakness within me. So, fuck you, I hate you, but thank you maybe. Either way, want to take it, buddy. How come I don't get these unhinged messages? Fuck. This is what happens when you go viral. You get like a bunch of unhinged messages from people. And then people like this woman take it seriously or something. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, let's see. We also did some rock climbing. Look at Yakomi. Go. Hi, to the people saying stuff that Yakomi, stuff like Yakumi, but it's a fat white male in his 30s. Yakumi is actually Filipino. Sorry to disappoint you. What? What is going on here? Okay, so they put like an anime face over his fat friend. We did rock climbing. Look at Yakomi go. People were just commenting Yakomi, but it's a fat white male in his 30s. Yakomi is actually Filipino. It's still a fat Filipino guy. Yakumi would be a Japanese name, right? Not a Filipino name. Filipinos love Japan though. Like when I was in the Philippines, I saw like a bunch of anime conventions. They really like Japan. Well, I mean, some of them do. They like modern Japanese culture, I should say. All right, let me see. This is a slushie I bought. It was fizzy. Oh, that sounds nice. I would love a fizzy slushie. I've never had one like that before. Also, I really hope this is considered a large. I am really extremely sorry for suggesting that fizzy slushies are a non-existent product in the UK by saying I had never had one before, therefore implying that no UK citizen has ever had the immense pleasure of drinking a carbonated slushie. I'm obviously sorry these are a thing in the UK. I'm so sorry for insinuating otherwise. Next time I promise I'll... What? She doesn't finish the sentence. I think that's the last one. Chat. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. Hold on, I'm going to go. Since she posts R18 stuff apparently, I want to check, see if there's anything else. I am fascinated by this woman. She had millions of posts. Like, you can't even see them anymore. Like, people were just reacting to her post. Everything has been deleted. These are millions of posts that are now dead, gone in the wind, like rain in like tears in the rain. Holy shit. She actually just freaked out and re-uploaded everything. Oh my goodness. Suffer UK. Was she posted anything else funny recently? I am very intrigued by this woman. 47% of the chat says no, they cannot fix her. 26% say yes, they can fix her. I have a feeling that it's impossible. Let me see. I guess that's the end of it. Should we watch more Japanese women fishing? That's actually pretty entertaining. But it's not the right one. That's not the one I was looking for. Because the one I'm looking for is she always hides her face.
どうも、ちぬこチャンネルです。今回は巨大テトラを見つけたので穴釣りしま
Does this
す。
have...
ちなみに穴釣りを動画にスノーピークのまな板セットの
This
ア
is
ウ
just
ト
a
ドア
regular
用の
fish.
包
This is
丁。
another fishing channel with women in it.
金はカサゴ。はい、また結構いい
Hold on a
サイ
second.
ズもいい。
It's a good size chat. I'm trying to find the fishing women. This one's too strange though. This is one of those weird like Southeast Asian ones. Like check this out. It's like really weird. Nana fishing. Like the thumbnails here are like real sus. There's like this thing they do where they hire like Southeast Asian people to like make these videos and they're just like in tights and stuff and it's like Oh, look at her big bum. Oh, look at this. We're wearing Lululemon in the street. You can see her tits and stuff. I don't know, like these things make so much. They get so many views though. It's like crazy. Like these ones, full video, great fishing techniques, traditional fishing with net. This one, like the jorts and the big wide legs. Like there's all kinds of channels like this, and I think YouTube was trying to crack down on them for a while. It's like the how do you describe this? It's like Asian mummy doing stuff videos. Do you guys know what I mean? I think Josh Moon talked about it once or twice. It's very peculiar. I just want to see based Japanese women fishing with the bad language translation. It was this one, right? This is the one we were watching. Let's see what the most popular fishing video is. I caught a fish much bigger than me. This is probably where they started, like their channel started. So it was this is like ambient, dark and scary. Doesn't have the auto dubbing though. It doesn't. That's what we need though. We need that. So this is probably the original video, their first video that actually where they actually enjoyed fishing. And now fishing is just like a job on YouTube because they've realized that if you're a woman fishing, then you can actually just make like a bunch of fucking money. So ladies in chat, like if you're looking for a job, instead of drawing like pictures and getting likes on Twitter and then having to post response videos and things. Wait, that's a fucking stingray. What the fuck? This is not safe. What the fuck? Like, that's actually really impressive. What the fuck? What is going on here? Crikey is right. They caught a massive fucking stingray. This is what women had to do before OnlyFans. Was they were like swimming in water with giant stingrays. That is a big stingray too. Like, I'd be terrified of that. How many views a month is this woman getting? Not that many actually. Like 600,000. That's good. That's livable. But like, it's not like a crazy amount. All right, let's see if we can find one of those weird translation voices again. I think it was this one. Because these ones have like English titles. I think that's because they're auto-translated. And let's see, catch the fish and grill them and poop. That's the one I think we were watching. No, this is the one we were watching. Catch the boss of the waterway in a flash. Let's see what happens. All right, audio track set to English.
It's hot. Today we're going to explore a little waterway.
I'm sorry. I don't know where this stream is going. Like, people are going to click on the stream and they're like, oh, goody, some Mutahar drama. And then they hear this and they go like, they completely don't know what's going on. I said the title of the stream says "and more." Okay, if you've joined us during the "and more" part, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
I think I'll go fish for that seasonal fish. I think so. It's already the middle of the season. We're into July.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
What have I been up to? Recently, I went to Malaysia and stuff. And then on location in Paraguay, I went fishing for Dorado and did various other things. Dorado, Paraguay, travel,
Let's
South
switch
America.
it back to the Japanese
So
for a
I went
second. So we have some context, right? Yeah, just like normal ways.
月曜の夜8時から毎週やってますんで、見れると思うんで、皆さんそこでチェックして
Yeah,
み
it's
て
like
ください。
pretty normal, right? Now we'll go back to
And
the...
then, well, we went on that shoot, and also in about 2 weeks, I had some friends over from Thailand who came to stay at my home for a while, so now I can relax for a bit.
I think the voice just keeps changing. Yapping? Yeah, it's a female. What are you expecting? All right, let's see.
Do you hear the sound of cicadas? It's like, ween. Did you know that the sound this insect makes
It's the rage pig cicadas.
can only be heard by Japanese people?
What?
Oh, really? You didn't know that, did you?
Someone mentioned it. I don't know who said it, though.
What the fuck? Wait, Japanese people think that only they can hear cicadas?
Know that, did you? Someone mentioned Japanese people. Oh, really?
Hold on. Did you know the sound insect makes can only be heard by Japanese people?
You know that the sound this insect makes can only be heard by
That's
Japanese
that can't be
people.
true.
Oh, really?
Ears? Japanese ears? Holy shit.
You didn't know that, did you? Someone mentioned it.
Japanese
I don't know
people
who said
can
it,
only hear
Hey, listen.
cicadas.
The other day, you know Kikumoto-san from Evergreen, right?
All right,
With
QCpan.net says only Japanese can. Do you know only Japanese can hear the sound of the ambulance going past? Therefore, only Japanese people can hear this voice of insects. Is it true? Therefore, in Japan, no onomatopoeia in English can describe the cry of the cicada, such as mean, mean, and kana, 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 kana. What the fuck are people talking about? There's an actual article about this. What is this? Only Japanese can hear a voice of insects. How do you feel about the end of summer? In the case of the author, for example, when I hear the cry of the cicada, kana, 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 or the voice of the cricket, it's called re, 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 re. Oh, summer is over. I feel sentimental. However, I heard foreigners cannot hear insect voice inaudible. What does it mean to not hear? This time I will introduce because I investigated it. Why do foreigners say they can't hear the insects? The theory of Professor Tadanobu Tsunoda of Tokyo Medical and Dental University is typical, so I'll introduce based off that. The professor attended an international conference in Cuba. He noticed the intense insect voice echoing in the venue and asked the people around him what kind of insect it was, but no one heard anything. Inaudible, even though they sound serious, the professor? What the fuck is this?
Kikumoto.
I don't know. It's like it's absolutely unhinged. It's absolutely unhinged. Then the question is, which brain should listen to the sound of the insects? Wait, hold on a second. The human brain is divided into right brain and left brain, and the right brain is also called the music brain, and mainly processes music, mechanical sounds, noise, and so on. On the other hand, the left brain is called the linguistic brain and forms and programs logical and intellectual processing, such as understanding human stories. So far, both Western and Japanese are the same. Then the question is, which brain should listen to the sound of insects? By experiment of Sonata, Professor Westerners are sound of the insect right brain or music brain I have heard. The Japanese and Polynesians have heard the sound of insects in the left brain or language brain, as it was revealed. It means that Japanese people hear the insect's voice and language. Westerners seem to perceive the sound of insects as sound, as it is. So Japanese people can literally understand insects? Fascinating. It seems that this was caused by a difference in characteristics in the language used. This is. I think my girlfriend has said something similar to this, actually. Like, she said, like, she mentioned to me one time, like, I'm pretty sure I remember her saying this recently, like, she thought foreigners couldn't hear cicadas. I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course we can. Man, bug people? What do you mean by that?
And I went fishing. So
Alright, we're just gonna watch the peaks of this
do
video.
you all know Samura Dam?
What was this story about just now?
The auto language translator gave up.
Why is it? But why do they say you can catch catfish better when it rains? Well, I guess there are catfish around here normally. It's hot. Nice place, right? The great outdoors. Living in the countryside, huh? Why is
How many
there
women
less
are working on
water
this?
today?
Oh, this is when I lived in the countryside. It looked like this. This is where I would go looking for my fireflies. It was in one of these canals between the rice fields. Very nostalgic. All right.
Here.
Okay, there's a big spike here because she messes with her boobs. That makes sense.
I shouldn't be doing this here.
She's just adding more padding. Adding more padding to her boobs, which I assume is like 50% padding. Actually, this looks really similar to where I used to live. I mean, I guess basically anywhere in Japan looks like this, in the rice fields. All right, let's see where else. What else has got? She got a big lure. How big could these catfish be? Look, Asian women, they absolutely pack their bras, and you'd be surprised. Sometimes you get completely bamboozled, and it's like, I don't know, like you'll have to figure it out for yourself. But buyer beware is what I'll say. Buyer beware. All right, let's see if the size of this catfish. I do think it's like one thing I do like that you see women fishing in Japan. Like this is not just like this woman doing it for YouTube or anything. I mean, she obviously is. But like you will go around in summer or near the beach and stuff, and you will just see random women fishing. And I never see women fishing in my country. So I think it's nice. And I see couples fishing a lot too, which is really cute. It's the booby trap. Okay. That's the second best comment of the night. But yes, that's what happened. I just want to see the fish. Show me the fish. Did she actually catch it? That's not a catfish. That looks like just a big koi. Right? That's like a big koi. Those are everywhere. That's not that impressive. Those things grow massively. Alright.
My first.
Oh wait, no, I missed the funny voice. I'll check one more. I want to go back to that video where she was in there, her feet were hot. Let's see what that says. It was this one. An accident occurred when I entered the water and went fishing. It looks like a little bass or something, right? Wait, they're saying it's a tilapia? I don't think it's a tilapia. I'm pretty sure it's a big koi. They have these big kois that swim around everywhere in Japan. This looks like a little Japanese trout, though. Wait, where's the English? It just gave up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure osu is like a trout. I'm not sure. Masu is a trout. No, wait. Masu? People masu is the endemic trout.
Awesome! Cool! Beautiful!
And then she's selling fishing games as well. And you can play the big titty Asian woman in the fishing game. Is this her game? What is it? Have I discovered something? Like, what is this? It's like a big titty Japanese woman fishing gacha game? And it only advertises on the fishing channels? You've got to use your smartphone? The game download is Fishing Master Official. One link. I'll try clicking this for a second. We're investigating today, chat. Okay. Fishing Master hooked on real motion fishing. Arc limited game. It's 14 in sports. This actually looks like a real game. This is the game. But like, I don't know why they just had their special big booty woman or something in it. Hold on a second. I gotta do something.
It's the worst. So the
Notice how
fisherman is preparing a boat, but what?
Notice how she's got a completely regular chest now? The other video was all padding. She just puts on her fishing shirt when she goes out. And it looks like she's got big old honkers.
Oh my. Oh my.
See?
Oh my.
She goes up like 4 cup sizes the second she gets outside of the car.
Hi.
This is the grift.
The fish are coming.
It's like that TikTok voice.
Just aim and throw over there.
I don't think we're going to top this. Is the best part. That's her boyfriend who does the real fishing. Where'd the English go?
What's that look? Wait, so warm. It's so warm. It's kind of warm. My feet are warm.
I hate that voice so much.
Guys, too deep. Hey, I can't move forward.
How does the voice decide whether to be which one on?
Yep. When I went to the top, I found an amazing spot. It's a nice place.
Oh my goodness, the fake voice is so... This is ungodly. Is this AI doing this, or are they dubbing it? But I feel like they've dubbed this themselves. It's the audio track. It's not. It doesn't say AI.
It's so hot. I feel like I'm going to die.
I feel like they paid a company to do this. She has a Discord? Oh, chat. Do we join her Discord? No, I mean, I know the voices are AI, but I feel like they paid a company to do the voices for them, and then the company that they paid was probably just using AI translation, is what I mean. Like, because you can hire people to redub your videos, and you want them to be like real voices, right? Like, for example, Mr. Beast, he redubs his voice as the person that voices like fucking Naruto. It's a woman who voices Mr. Beast in the Japanese version of Mr. Beast videos. But like, they get a real voice actor to redub his videos. That's what I'm saying. But like, it looks like they outsourced this to a company and they just gave them fake AI voices and took their money and ran.
This is the place Marcos was talking about earlier, right?
So the channel's name is Marcos Fishing. And the AI must have read that and they said Marcos and they decided to put in like the Latino accent.
This is the place Marcos was talking about earlier, right?
Senor, this is the place Marcos was talking about earlier. We're going to get the fish, senora or senorita. Oh my goodness. This is why I don't have any views on YouTube, because this person has 600,000 views because all they did was get a big titty lady to go fishing. And I'm just looking at YouTube stats and things saying, why can't we make this work? What are we doing wrong? They're just living their best life. And I'm just judging them. I'm clearly just jealous. That was only slightly better than Sean's. Does Sean does a Mexican voice? Oh no. Potentially criminal. He needs to go to work. He needs to buy this sandwich. I think I'm just getting lazy. But the AI voice just gave up. It's like it's not even trying to translate. Alright, that's enough fish. Sorry. I went down the rabbit hole of Japanese fishing ladies videos. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Maybe we'll watch this video at some point. Ever given, ever taken away. So the internet historian, aka me, released the first video in the last year. And it's not quite as good as Costa Concordia, but it's pretty entertaining. I got to check on his policy for reactions though. We'll see how it is like, because I feel like it'd be more just watching it rather than actually transforming it. So we'll see. Maybe. It's kind of crazy. This guy gets like 44. He hasn't uploaded a video in 1 year and he's got 44 million views a month. That's crazy. Last 6 months. So he gets about 100 million views. Like, I should just start making. He's only got 47 videos. I should. What am I doing? I'm wasting my time. This streaming get up. This is a waste of time. I should just make 47 videos like internet historian. I mean, these are my videos. Because I've done these sort of videos before, but on a small scale. 100 million views passively a year. Holy shit. So he's basically just getting $1 million a year for doing nothing. And he's just partying and he puts out one video a year. But they're great videos. They're very good videos. Someone give me a like a story. Like I need a story about something that we can do video about like this style on. Like Area 51. We need to find something like that. He steals stuff from other channels so he can't complain. I guess that is true. All right, guys. It's time to go to bed. Thank you for the support, Australians in the chat. Did very nice today. And maybe we'll watch this tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some drama we can talk about. It seems like the Mudahar stuff is over. And with that, peace. Go buy some tea from the Dragon's Treasure. Or some delicious liquor.
Claims that she forgot she was carrying that bottle of delicious bourbon. Brownest of the brown liquors. So tempting. What's that? You want me to drink you? But I'm in the middle of a trial. Excuse me.